my tomato plants out there are like they're big as fuck now.
Nice.
Like
Yeah.
I
Cool.
was not expecting to be that big, and they just kind of exploded. So hopefully, I'm gonna have enough tomatoes to make a pretty awesome spaghetti, and we'll see.
Ooh,
Cool.
a spaghetti.
Yes, spaghetti.
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 What level are we supposed to be?
4.
What level are we supposed? You guys should be
Okay.
level 4 after the level up.
It looks like I may have leveled up last session. Good job, Aston.
Goodness.
I imagine so, just because I know that you guys had a little bit of like downtime. I actually had like everybody gets to level up fairly early in the session, like kind of midway.
Yeah, I think it was like midway or towards the end, but there was still stuff to do.
Yeah.
Also,
So
cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
oh yeah, cheers.
I think I'm just going to go with something kind of basic that I think is going to cover a lot of bases. Are you cool with us changing it after this session if we don't like it?
What are you going for right now? What are you thinking?
I'm probably just going to do lucky because I feel like that kind of could come in handy anywhere.
Sure.
But, yeah.
Yeah,
But,
I'm fine with like testing it
but
out for this session.
I haven't really been able to like dig into all
Go
of
ahead.
them. And like there's a lot of things I might
Yeah.
want to do. So just wonder if you might be cool with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I'm okay with this one just being a test run session on, if you don't know exactly what you want to do since it's kind of last minute. We can run this as just a test run, and in between this session and the next session, you can walk it back if you want to or choose a different thing. But I'm gonna say it's solidified after this session. So like
Yeah, like
my next session,
Right.
You'll need to know what you want it permanent.
Okay, cool. And I'll do better in the future. It's been busy.
Oh, I need to look up what Roger's new spells are so I can hard counter them. Ooh. Oh, Roger.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Uh-oh.
I think with your the choices that you've made on some of your spells, I have kind of a plan for, I always kind of have a loose idea of what I want the session to go like if I have like kind of my design. And I think if things happen the way that I'm hoping they do, I like your current levels choices. I'll just say it that way. I think you'll have a lot of fun.
Sounds good. What for bonus action spells? There's not a lot.
Yeah, bonus action spells are fucking rare. Like
Faults.
it's probably like 10% of all spells are bonus action spells.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what?
Maybe even less.
I'm just
Fine.
gonna hard choose something right now.
Just roll those fucking dice.
Hard
Yeah.
choosing.
Hard choice.
Hard choice.
Alright.
Lock that shit.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I chose the Magic Initiate Bard feat, which just gave me some extra spells and cantrips. Or 2 extra cantrips and a extra first level spell. You see that did it.
Sure. Are you sure you want to do the Magic Initiate with Bard? Because you can choose any other class.
Oh, yeah, I guess I could.
Yeah. Yeah, so
You know
like
what,
people will
John?
use that. Like, say for example, a barbarian might be like, I'm just gonna do Magic Initiate in a wizard so that I can minor illusion into a barrel or something like that, and then be like, aha, I'm actually a barbarian, not a barrel barbarian.
Cool. Thank you for bringing that to my attention.
Yeah, I mean, like it's your choice.
But I
just
guess
figured-
whatever else I pick, it is a different spell casting ability. Unless I pick Warlock, and then Charisma is also my spell casting ability.
or sorcerer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How's your wisdom?
Ooh. I think it's okay. Let's see.
Yeah, it's
it's
not
actually
amazing.
quite good. That's +2.
Yeah. So you could really pick pretty much any of the casters except a wizard.
Yeah.
And Magic Initiate would still be useful. You just
I'm
have
not
a
that
slightly lesser chance of getting it. But if you see some things on there where you're like, yeah, I really want these, then
Cool.
Not bad.
While Michael is taking his sweet, precious fucking time, I'll take a look through them.
We gotta
He
schedule
is.
these for 6:45 from now on.
Oh,
Michael be
reminds me.
like, I can't make it till 7, and we're like,
We know, yeah. No,
So-
he came. I guess it was after
Michael
the
was
Blame Sydney.
tossing out.
say what?
It was after the Blame Sydney show that he did, and he like came to visit. You know, and we like had Waffle House and stuff. And I planned it. He wanted to meet at like 11:30. I was like, no, let's plan for 11. Knowing full well, I was like, I'm gonna get there at 11:30, and so I did it. And he was like, it was like 11:15. He was like, sorry man, I'm running a little late. And I like sent him the meme of like the evil guy in Star Wars, the old guy. And he's like, it's all going according to plan. It's like,
It's amazing.
I got his number now.
What were you gonna say, Jonathan?
Can't remember actually. Just totally blanked on it.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go dark. Oh, hey, no, man, you're good. You were already talking, and I'm sure it wasn't anything important. If it is important, I'll think of it. I'm gonna go dark
Oh,
for a few minutes.
I thought you
I
were
need
saying
to-
like, I thought you were saying, Nick, you were already talking, and it wasn't anything important.
Fair. That would be a fair statement, probably.
Sorry. Go
All
ahead.
right. I'm just gonna go dark for a few minutes here because I'm going to. I have a last minute kind of thing that I was like, oh yeah, I could do that.
Oh,
so I'm
shit.
gonna think it out for a second. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
I didn't even notice I got a wild shape improvement, so I can like be beastlier creatures now.
Oh hell yeah! What difficulty
Like
class can you be up to?
a 1/2 CR. So, and they still can't fly
Yeah.
or swim. Yeah. But I think I only had a quarter before that. So, okay, let's see.
Yeah, like slowly ramps up. I need to look up what these spells. I also need to pull up the group doc.
Ooh. There we go.
Yeah, don't forget to get the Google Doc open.
To do what?
Get the Google Doc open.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep, so some spells.
God, there's like so much to remember to like have up.
Yeah,
Computer.
that's why I am a
Yeah, computers make it a
I'm a
lot
big
better.
proponent of writing shit down.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I'm a fan because like,
Like I feel like. Go ahead.
no, you go.
I was just gonna say I was just musing on like the differences between playing D&D back in like the 80s or
Mhm.
something when it was all pen and paper and like but at the same time there was nothing on the computer, so you really had to like
Yeah.
use your imagination, whereas today we have all these awesome tools and stuff, but
Right.
it probably takes away some of that like imagination, I guess.
Yeah, I mean you're probably right about that.
Yeah.
But it's getting a lot of people engaged. Like it's kind of crazy how many people like new players there are
Mhm.
now. You know, it's like really come into the like
Yeah, for sure. It
Yeah.
just because the like learning curve and maybe not the learning curve. What am I trying to
Well, I know
say?
they
Just
like
the ease of being able to play it. Yeah.
right like because that's what 5e was supposed to be. It was supposed to be like kind of reducing that learning curve. So and so it like encourages new players to come, and that's how you get people like us.
Yeah.
Because apparently some of the additions were just
Oh.
like the mechanics were just so confusing, and it was not friendly to people that weren't doing it for 30 years. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, for sure. Saw on the LinkedIn that you got a new job. Is that right?
not quite. So my company got acquisitioned. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
we got bought by a like huge like nationwide engineering firm. And so like my office is pretty much staying the exact same. In fact, I just got a bigger office and a raise and a more PTO time. So
That's good.
yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Oh yeah.
I'm liking it so
Nice.
far, but it's way more corporate so far. And
Yeah.
we've only been under the roof for like a couple weeks now, but I could tell kind of the differences. They put like a software on our computer where like it tracks your like keystrokes and your mouse movements and stuff, and I'm like, hey, like I don't
Are you
like,
serious?
yeah, it's like that kind of stuff. I'm
What?
like, oh, that's really
Oh,
disturbing. So I don't
no.
like that stuff that comes along with it, but I like the I mean, obviously the extra pay and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But dude, they have like so they
Yeah.
have like
That's.
they have our old Teams communications, and so they could like
Mhm.
retroactively go in and like see some shit that we had said, and basically they have us by the balls. Like if they want to fire us at any moment, they can fire anybody in the company. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I got to stay on my best behavior, basically.
If you're gonna shit talk, do it on something not monitored by
Right?
by the company.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but we'll see how it goes. It's presenting a lot more
Mhm.
opportunity because there's like a job field that I'm going to go into now. It's a different part of our industry that like not many young engineers are getting into. It's a lot of like
Mhm.
basically when you see these people, they're like retirement age. Like they could go at any moment, and then like who's gonna take over that workforce whenever they all
Yeah.
and so I'm like, all right, I want to get in on that. Like one thing I'm trying to be is a little niche, you know what I mean? So like I'm
Mhm.
more valuable,
Yeah.
and I can always find a job because not many people have my skill set. So I've already done that
Yeah,
with
for sure.
like I've
That's
already
smart.
done that so far, but I'm going to do it even more with this. So it's going to be really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, and so that
What exactly is the niche?
it's commissioning. So like right now I'm in design, which like I've already taken and passed my PE, which is my professional engineering license. And after 4
Mhm.
years under a professional engineer, like a PE, you and you pass the test. In 4 years, you get your license, and you can stamp drawings and all that kind of stuff. You get paid a lot more.
Mhm.
I'm in year 3. I'm gonna like so one more year I get my license and I can do all that stuff and I get like a huge pay bump and a lot more responsibility and all that kind of stuff, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
So I could do that if I wanted to. That would be the design side if I stuck with it, which I do enjoy it.
Mhm.
But the thing is, like, I have 3 years experience in it, so I'm like, I feel like now would be because I've already talked to Michael about this. Is like I think now since I'm young would be like the best time to branch out and like try something different. And then if I'm like, okay, it's not really what I want to do, I have that 3 years of design experience. So I can always go back to it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I have that in my back pocket, so I'm safe. But I get to try something new, and it could be like really rewarding. So I'm gonna do that and just go for it. So that's gonna be really cool. That was like a job that presented itself with this acquisition. So I'm very
Mhm.
thankful that it happened because of that reason. But yeah, so we're
Yeah.
basically the same company. Like everybody in our building, like we haven't changed buildings. It's everybody that I used to work with, but we just have like a corporate umbrella basically over us. So that's the only
Mhm.
difference. So we're not Edmunds Engineering anymore. We're Dewberry. So
Cool.
yeah, kind of interesting. But yeah,
Oh,
not a different
nice.
job. Just
Okay.
yeah. So
Mhm. Nice.
how's y'all's thing going? Your the Hardly and everything.
It's good. It's good. So funny enough, we applied to be in this incubator out in San Francisco, and we had been like talking with these people for months, and like they have connections to Carnegie Mellon, which is where we went for our
Mm,
MBAs, and so
yeah.
we were like, all right, this got to be like a sure thing. It was not. We
Really?
got rejected, yeah,
Uh,
and they were like, we're really sorry, we can't take y'all. And so they actually emailed us today, and they were like, hey, so one of the companies dropped out. Do y'all want to join? And we're like, yeah,
nice.
yes,
Yeah.
of course. So So yeah, that's been pretty awesome.
That's awesome, dude. Nice.
Yeah. I don't know if we're gonna have to like go out to San Francisco or if it's like all remote or what the hell's
I
going
don't
on.
know.
So
I mean, that'd be
that'll be
a fun
interesting.
thing to do.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If it is in person, I would definitely do it.
It's not. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to take advantage of that. It's actually not San Francisco. It is Mountain View, which is where Google and Apple and all of the big Silicon Valley companies are headquartered. So
cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, things are going good.
Good.
Yeah, we're making progress.
Sweet.
Well, look who decided to show up.
Japan.
Fuck.
I always get here like 10 minutes early so I can mess with the Discord settings because they're always messed up somehow. Like my video and audio do not work. It's guaranteed every time I start it up.
Yeah. And there he goes.
Yep.
Yeah. I show up 10 minutes early so that I can like brainstorm some ideas and like mute Nick just to piss him off.
Sounds about right. Ooh. So I did find for Magic Initiate Sorcerer, there is Expeditious Retreat, which is a bonus action.
Yeah. That's honestly, that's really useful if like, you know, if you're like, hey, I want to make sure I don't get smacked around during combat. Nice.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fun stuff. Honestly, there's a ton of fun stuff. And I don't really plan to throw throw you guys into combat that I'm just like, you better be fucking like the best of the best or you're gonna die. So so feel free to be awesome by like getting crazy powerful shit for battles.
Yeah.
But also feel free if you're like, oh, you know, it'd be really fun to have just kind of a fun or like utility kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm trying to strike that balance. I've just found that in battles previously, I have not been doing a lot of damage, so I wanted to fix that.
Yeah. I felt bad for Michael whenever he was piloting Ty in the session 0. He's like, all right, my monk, here we go. 6 damage.
He's like a level 20 monk.
Yeah.
And it's funny.
Back. Is it working now?
Yeah.
Yep. We can hear your voice.
God damn it. What is wrong with this internet?
How do I get free notification?
We can see you.
Oh. Can we? Yeah, we can see you. Well, we could turn off video.
Yeah, I want to turn off video. See if that'll help.
That's fine. Hello.
I'm fine with whatever.
Hello.
But I think we lost Michael again.
Oh, man. Do I want to throw some acid on people?
Ooh, yeah, you do.
Damn it.
Oh,
There
wait.
you are. We
Hear you now. We heard you say,
Internet.
damn it.
Damn it. That's how I feel, so. Did you guys all shut off your video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to help you out.
Maybe it'll help me.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's
I've been able to do like video calls with work all day. I don't get it.
Huh. I don't know.
My
Maybe,
internet speed is 18. That should.
maybe it's Discord.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, now I'm
Have
at
you tried resetting your
510.
router?
God fucking. I'll be right back. Sorry.
What's
No, you're good. He's going to reset his router.
There we go.
And yeah, I mean, like if everybody's systems are able to handle having video, I'm probably gonna try to turn mine on like right at the beginning of the session, and like if things start going to shit, then I'll like, all right, I'll flicker it off and then back on again. But I really enjoyed being able to see everybody in the last session, and like, I don't know,
No,
especially with the recording, super fun.
it is enjoyable. I agree.
Yeah. the big funds.
Ooh.
might just be warned. Y'all might hear me pee.
Ooh, that's
I could just hear you really far away from your microphone. It sounded like.
ooh, I want to do that. Ooh, I like this. I like this setting a lot. Great. Thank you for the suggestion, Jonathan.
Oh, you're welcome. It wasn't even really a suggestion so much as just I wanted to make sure you knew that that was a possibility.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of it. I thought like doing the Magic Initiate Bard with like stack Bard skills, but I guess yeah, if you had the option to branch out for another 5 minutes.
Super stacked bard skills. If you're like, I got some cantrips and
Yeah.
some level ones that I'd like to just kind of power on top of this, and yeah, by all means.
There were really
But a lot of times it's
no
fun to have like
yeah, there were really no cantrips that I wanted to that were like worth using the Magic Initiate for.
Yeah.
prestidigitation.
I have 2 prestidigitations. I'm definitely getting rid of one. Wait.
All right. Ooh, the 5 gigahertz. Ooh, fancy.
Wow.
Wow.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just on my phone for now.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
That should do it.
Let's go.
All right. You gonna play from your phone?
If we were ready to get started, I don't want to hold everybody up even longer than I already have. So.
Yeah, you could
I
probably,
mean,
you
we
could,
could. I'm fine. You know,
yeah, I mean, you could probably like do Discord on your phone and just like play on your laptop, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like my internet overall. Like I couldn't even load speed test, so it's restarting now. It'll probably be okay in a few minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, just keep
They
us up.
said thanks for letting them join for a little bit later. By the way, so
Can you hear everything from us? Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, I'm gonna put on my headphones then.
Baby.
So last thing we did, we were in Morshoe's shop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Need my
Yeah.
This should be interesting.
That is where we left off.
All right, let's make a session 3. Oh no, session 4.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Do I sound my usual self, or am I coming from like a tin box?
You sound good.
You sound good. Yep.
Oh, good.
You sound
Okay,
you sound
good.
great.
Finally got it figured out. Okay. All right. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. Are
All
we
right.
on roll 20?
Oh no.
Yeah, I went ahead and boot up Roll20.
Yeah.
Why? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get my video on. And so with that, I'll adjust this here. Hey. Okay. And you guys can feel free to put on videos too if you'd like. Hopefully that doesn't mess up Michael's too much.
No, I'm getting
Um,
50 megabits. I think I just needed to restart my computer.
Oh, good. Okay, awesome. Did you restart your router or your computer? Or both?
Well, it's not my router, and they said restart the computer first. So here we are.
Gotcha. Okay. So if everybody's ready, I'm gonna start us off kind of like right before we got into Brookmire. So just really just so I can kind of give you guys a little visual description of Brookmire essentially as you're pulling in, and we'll pick up right inside of Morshoe's shop. So Entering Brookmire, you hear the loud saws being pulled through hard lumber. The whole town smells like a carpenter's workshop and fresh sawdust. A small dirt road leads to the center of town, where there's a small inn named Parker's Bar and Sleepery. And near the center of town, you guys also do find Morshoe's little handy intelligentsia shop. A small little building, kind of just tucked off to the side. It just says Morshoes. And you guys are inside Morshoes. We're starting off there. I think Michael had to leave right before I actually gave a description of the place. So, Michael, I know that you. Oh, okay, perfect. You can hear me. So, just to give you kind of a description of Morshoes, entering, you guys see it's a pretty small building, small on the outside, small on the inside. Inside the shop, it is entirely barren. There is nothing on the walls, there's nothing on the floors. It is just an empty room, a door on one side, and on the opposite side of the room, there is a bar. And by bar, I mean like a drinking bar, not like a rail. And that little bar stand has a glass casing to it, and so you can just kind of see through the bar. And inside the bar, as you approach the glass casing, you can see hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of small slips of white paper at like multiple little tiers, and each piece of paper just has just a name on it. And you, as you're just looking in there, you're just seeing tons and tons and tons of different names. And a small halfling man is standing behind that bar and looks at all of y'all and just says, "I've been expecting you." And I know that we had a little bit of a brief conversation last time. I've forgotten exactly where we dropped off, so I will let you guys, if y'all had something that y'all were thinking about from last time. I think y'all asked a question. I said, we're going to cut off there. You don't get to know.
Yeah, I forgot what that was.
Dang.
Yeah. I don't remember.
Okay.
But if somebody else remembers, then they can ask it. But I know Volceris is just going to kind of sit in the background and watch Ori interact with Morshoe.
Sure. And I think Roger is currently eating. I'm not sure if...
No, I had to move, but I am here. Okay. So Ori walks up to Morshoe and says, "Hello. What kind of shop is it that you have here?"
Well, I deal in knowledge, information, intelligence, data, anything that has to do with gathering information, spreading information, covering things up. That's me.
Interesting.
You want to learn something about your enemies? I'll tell you.
Very forward with your line of work.
Yeah, well, that's business.
It seems like somebody in this position might make a lot of enemies.
Yes, but you also make a lot of friends, whether or not they're happy to be your friends. But when you have dirt on everybody, you can always leverage.
That is fair. So what is your price for information?
It depends on what the information is. Well, for example, glass case. You find a name in this glass case, I'll tell you the location of anybody in that case for 10 gold apiece, and I'll give you their full file for 30.
Oh,
Wow.
well then.
Morn's just gonna kind of walk up and just grab like 2 or 3 pieces of paper out and just kind of look at them, but kind of still just kind of watching the conversation. Read 2 or 3 names. unless he gets
Okay.
stopped.
Yeah, the names are actually they're encased inside this glass casing, kind of like a jewelry place.
I was thinking
So
like a
you can't actually
bowl
reach
that
in
you
and grab
reach in.
them.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no. Think like jewelry shops.
So like,
So you can't actually grab them out yourself, but you can certainly see a lot of different names.
well, you could also like elbow the glass and break it and like take it out of that.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
that's true. I don't know if you want to do that, but I mean, if you do,
That was
this is a
that
game.
was not
You
it.
can
No.
choose to make those. Okay. I'm
He-
sorry,
he's gonna
Roger.
look
We kind of
over it.
stepped on you there.
I thought it was like a bowl, like you're like a fish bowl coming and pulling out names. Okay, so never mind. He'll just kind of be looking around.
Like a swingers party.
Okay, so Ori is going to think a second and then say, okay, so if I were to say have a list of names, and could I give you this list and you could just tell me if you have anything on them?
Sure, I can do that. And he reaches out his small halfling hand and requests the list.
Okay, Ori produces a small bit of paper, parchment, from one of her pockets and starts to hand it to Morshu, but before putting it in his hand, says, I would really like this back, by the way.
Okay. That's a deal.
I guess
So
I can...
Morshu grabs the list.
Okay. Do you want me to send you the list of names, or do you have them?
Oh no, I have it.
Okay.
I have it. So you hand Morshu the list, and let's see. Would you want him to read this list aloud? Like would Oriana want him to read this list aloud if she were standing there? Is that something that she would desire?
Probably not. But
Let me have
yeah.
him roll
I mean, she
an insight.
yeah.
1 second. Oh my god, I hate how slow my dice is here. Okay. So let's say if you're passive, kind of, I'm going to just call your passive intelligence the thing that would kind of show on your face. Yeah, he intuits that
Sure.
Ori would not want it read out loud. You see him just pull some small, like very small spectacles that, I mean, they might be the size of y'all's like pinky, and just kind of slips them on. He opens up the piece of paper, reads through, kind of hear him like slightly just breathing a little kind of gently, like not like it's just one breathing where like you're just having like an kind of moment. And as he you kidding me? Did I pull up the exact? I did, because I'm a dipshit. All right. So as he reads through the names, I had to pull that list so that I can remember which ones are what. Sorry, guys. My computer just cannot handle this internet. It's so taxing. Ah, there we go. Found it.
So, okay, so Jonathan, we were kind of debating it, but I figure you'll just tell us, especially since we burned a scroll. But what is the dagger? Is it just a +1 dagger, that clay dagger?
Yeah.
And it,
The clay dagger that... Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so whenever you guys, like when you burn that scroll and cast Identify, that gave you all the information about that dagger. It is a dagger that is +1, which means that you have +1 to your roll to hit, and also plus you get to add 1 to all damage rolls. But the catch is if you ever attempt an attack and you roll a natural 1 on that attack, then the dagger will disintegrate.
Okay, thought so.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay.
So is it like?
So,
Did somebody name it for me?
It was named the
I
Clay
think so.
Dagger, I think, but you could name it whatever, I suppose. I don't know.
Yeah, Clay is its first
I mean,
name.
yeah, it's all yours.
Yeah, Clay Dagger.
So,
That's
I mean,
pretty,
it just-
pretty
Clay
bad.
Dagger.
That's a badass name.
It ha- well, so and +1 is a damage bonus, right? Attack bonus.
Yeah, +1 is an attack bonus and damage bonus.
That's
Just
So it
awesome.
affects both.
2-hit override is 1. 2-hit bonus is 1, and damage bonus is 1. Okay, and it was named Stinger in here, so I don't know if you did that, but if you did, cool. But
I might have. I can't remember at this point.
I don't remember naming it myself, so I don't know, maybe. But it's cool, and the change is saved this time, so it's good. Last time the
Okay,
changes
good.
didn't save. Well, all right, we're good. Sorry.
No, you're good. Okay. So Roger, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of give you the response here from him. So as he's looking through the list, he's just like, he's very silently reading this list, and he says, I've got the bottom 5. Or sorry, he said, I got the bottom 5.
Okay, well, that's better
So-
than nothing. All right, so you said 10 gold for what?
10 gold to know locations, to like last known location. 30 gold for their full file.
How specific is the location?
Each
Are we
and no
talking-
discounts.
Are we talking city or building?
City and general hotspots.
And what comes with full file?
Their full file.
Oh,
You get all the information that I've gathered on them.
gotcha.
With
Alright.
any redactions.
Redactions. Interesting.
Yes. I gather information. People pay me to keep quiet about information. If they ask me to redact, I redact for a price.
This is quite the multi-tiered business.
Yeah.
But hey, can't fault a good businessman such as yourself. All right, I'll take the last known locations of those 5.
All right.
I just saw it tick.
And so,
Saw it tick on the edge of those.
Hmm? What? Something about a tick?
Oh, Fitz.
Everybody all right?
I may
Oh,
need
yeah,
to turn
yeah,
off-
is
everybody's-
Angela there, Michael?
Not yet. They're putting
Okay.
my nephew to bed, so they'll come hang out for like I don't know, maybe
Oh.
15, 20 minutes later on.
Well, that'll be fun. And Roger, are you back?
I am back from outer space.
Okay.
Yeah, so I will take the last
Okay.
known locations of those 5.
All right. So, he reaches out a hand and just kind of flips it open. Says 50 gold.
Can I kind of? I'm gonna walk up and be like, "Hold on, just give him the 40 gold, and I'll pull out 30 gold out of my pocket, and I'll be like, give me the full file on one of them."
All right.
Horseshoe looks over to Oriana for approval.
Sure. I suppose you know what's in the files, whichever one you think is the most interesting file.
I'll just let you choose
Thank you.
All right.
because I don't know this person, so I'll let Ori choose which one she wants the full file on. And it is 30 gold, right?
More just
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
and more just kind of take like a little half step back, and he's kind of looking at them like, what are they like? They're in on something together, but he can't really tell. He's just confused, but he's not asking questions yet.
And I'll see.
Yeah, so
I'll see
Ori
I'll see
hands
if
you the 40
Ori
gold, and
I'll see if Ori's like kind of pleased with that or not. And if she looks pleased to me, does she looks pleased to me that she got a full file?
did he make a roll for that? I don't know.
I'm kind of looking. I'm kind of looking to see her reaction, basically. If I felt like it was a
Okay.
positive
So I guess
reaction,
Roger, decide whether or not you were pleased.
or do
Can I tell him to
So
make an
Roger,
inside
decide
roll?
whether or not you were pleased, and then make a performance
basically,
check.
if you made some sort of reaction that I could see on your face, or if
Yeah.
you or not, like
Yeah, you. I mean, anybody would be able to see it. Ori's probably just kind of surprised at your goodwill, and
okay,
because
so
she's seen you like buy drinks and stuff, but this is a pretty big purchase, so
So
she
this-
is surprised and thankful.
she looks pleasantly surprised.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna be like, you know what? Throw another 20 in there and I'll get another file. And I'll throw another 20 gold in and get one more file. And like whatever you want.
okay. I won't turn down your money. Again, Morshu, whatever you think are the two most interesting files.
All right. So Morshu holds out his hand and says, "Let's see. So that's now that's 3 locations
Or-
and 2
right.
full files. So a total of 90 gold. Yeah. So he puts his hand out. He says, "All right, that'll be 90."
So I give him
hand
50.
him
And
40.
She hands 40.
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, that works. So Morshu, just kind of turns to Morin and Volceris and says, "If you would please wait here for just one moment." And then he offers his hand to Oriana and says, "My lady."
That's presumptuous, but okay. And Oriana does not take his hand, but she follows him. Or him. Sorry.
It was presumptuous.
He does a gracious nod, and he opens up
Sorry, Morshu.
like
what
you
are
know
your
the
pronouns?
bar lifty thing instead of it lifting. It's Morshu. So he just kind of pushes a little small doorway in the bar open, and he leads you. And it is a small space, but he leads you into this little back room. And he closes the door. The inside of this back room has more fur than you could possibly imagine being in a small space. Like there is just every inch of this room is covered in fur. And like thick ass fur. You don't even know what kind of beast this would be, because I don't know what it would be. I'll figure that out later. So he walks you into this room. He closes the door and has a little like light in there. So it's a very small room.
Is it just Ori that's back
And
here?
It is just Ori and Morshu that have
Okay.
been invited, or that are in this room. And he turns to Ori and he starts speaking of the people and where they are. So, Roger, if you'd like to pull out your writing pen, I'm going to go ahead and kind of give you the overview here.
Alrighty.
You could do another general chat
All right.
or something,
Yeah, I mean, if you have the info, you could
or send it in
like,
a
just
personal
DM
message.
it to me, or
Yeah,
yeah, whatever you want to do.
I kind of want to find out information through the
Sure.
like people and like organic means. I don't want to kind of like know it yet, if that makes sense.
Send him a direct message.
Okay.
Yeah.
Slide into my
Well,
DMs,
okay.
please.
So you guys are
would-
sliding.
DMs. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, I will take that as you guys would prefer to kind of keep these specific moments on the more private side,
Yeah.
and that is fine.
I think that'd be more fun.
So,
For the most
that-
part,
okay.
the theatricalness of my
Sounds good.
dream was out of 10, though.
Oh yeah, no, I mean like stuff where it's like it's not giving direct
You could close the door.
information, if that makes sense. Like stuff like that, I'm down for,
Mhm.
but I don't want like very direct information that is kind of a part, like a
Yeah.
dart, or you know what I mean. So
Yeah, encourages conversation.
exactly,
For sure.
like we have to get it out of those people. You know, it's
While
like,
you're
like that's a relationship we have to build with those people to find that stuff out. So
so, in
so
that same
what I'm
vein,
going to
while
do
you're-
in that case? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, no,
I
no,
was
you-
going to do something while you were sending this or whatever privately. I was going to, in that same vein, because I don't know. Morin was taken aback a bit by Volceris's offer to give all this money and help out, and he kind of did, and also knows nothing about why Ori is giving these names. I feel like I missed something like right at the end of last session or something, but anyway, I think
Are
I'm
you-
good. But
are you like, is Morin gonna ask him something or say something or like?
yeah, exactly. He's just to Volceris. Now that they're gone in the other room, he's going to say, oh, "What exactly was that about? Am I missing something?"
What do you mean?
Just a friendly guy. I mean, you're a friendly guy, so I get it. But
Well, yeah,
what's that all
she's
about?
well, she's our buddy. We got to help her out. We're all in this together. I hope that y'all would do the same if I was in the same position. I would do it for you.
I am just confused. It just seemed like a bit of a rough, shady place to me. So I'm just asking my questions here.
I don't know. He seems pretty above board to me. He seems like he knows his stuff. And if Ori's looking for something, I think we should help her out. You know what I mean? She's a good girl.
Well, I've trusted y'all until this point, so I'm going along with it.
So you've never had
was asking.
you never had many friends, did you? Were you kind of a loner type?
Jeez, they just straight up left.
Well, they're doing their private talk for the information.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was a DM thing.
But I think this could be like
Is
a
it-
talk
so
that
then-
we're having, yeah. So, you didn't really have many friends growing up, did you?
I just didn't need that many people, you know. I'm a little better about it now. I mean, I think I'm part of a group, and you guys have been pretty trustworthy. So
So are we the first group of friends you've had in a while, or have you been kind of a loner most of your life?
yeah, I've pretty much been on my own. I know I haven't gotten into my past very much, but say I'm not quite there yet.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You don't have to go into details with me or anything like that. But you know, I think I can feel vibes, and I get a good vibe off of you, just like our red friend over there. So I think you know.
Gratitude is impressing me.
Well, I mean, look, I've been around for a long time, as you could probably tell, and I'm kind of like motioning to my beard and my hair, you know. Like, I've seen a lot, and the one thing that is universal is everybody does better together. So I think the more that we can stick together and really help each other out, I think, you know, I think we could really see some great things happen. And there have been a lot of horrors lately, and I think it's time to turn something around. I think we found an avenue to really make a difference.
It's a good attitude. I appreciate it. And thanks for being patient with my need for understanding.
Yeah, it's
Sometimes I'm going to take a bit more time, but I'll follow your lead here. You guys have proven to be very trustworthy.
cool. All right, bring it in, bro, and I'm gonna kind of like, you know, go for like a little handshake and like pat you on the back. You know, I want to, yeah, just kind of give you that little love, and then we'll.
He'll be feeling. He's a little better now, so he'll return it and be like, all right, yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll feel your back muscles be like, "Ah, God damn, son."
So,
I'll be like,
and he'll just kind of like get on out of there.
yeah, I'm gonna like be kind of a pestering old man at this point and be like, you think like maybe I could like wake up early and like work out with you sometime? I don't know, like, you know, I have a couple tricks up my sleeve, you know, but I'm not as young as I used to be. It wouldn't hurt me to do a couple push-ups, if you know what I'm saying.
You know what? If you're up next time and you're not too hungover, come on and join me.
Cool. What time
I like
you
to
work
work
out?
in the mornings.
Yeah. How are we talking?
Talking just after sunrise. I'm an early riser. I don't
So
sleep
what?
too much.
So what? Like 5:30?
Something like that.
I figured you would be a more precise man. I'm surprised. So you think we could sleep in some days and still work out? I mean, you don't really seem like you're tied to a specific time. Hell, we could do some push-ups right now while we wait. You want to do a push-up contest?
Look, I'm not in the mood
Let's see
for
if
this
you're
right now,
let's see if
but-
you're all show or if you actually got some go. Come on, Mr. Muscles.
Like, all right, man, all right. He'll just jump upside down, land on his hands, start doing some like vertical push-ups.
Okay, whenever Jonathan comes back, they're gonna come back to us having a push-up competition. Okay, we're gonna have to roll. We're gonna have to do rolls like strength checks and stuff. So if they come back before I like get back from the bathroom, that's what we're doing.
All right. That's hilarious. We grab a snack too. Fitzy.
You like those beers? Yeah, they're pretty good. I think they use white chocolate instead of like regular chocolate, like stouts. Yeah. Michael, can you hear me? Hello? Michael?
The screen is frozen.
Yeah, I think I might have lagged out or something. Hello? Hello? Michael?
Shit. Is that Jake?
Yeah, can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
I can't now. What up?
Can you hear me?
Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I've been able to hear you. I don't feel like you've been able to hear me for like the past little bit. But yeah, this is Jake.
What's going on, Michael?
I walked away. I wasn't.
Oh,
What's
you
up,
walked
Jake?
away. He said, "What's up?" Hold on. Let me see if I
The
can get.
screen is lagged or it's frozen.
Let me see if I can get the audio on the computer instead of in these headphones because he can't hear you.
Here, Fitz. Come say hi to Jake. Come here. Fitz, come and say hi. Come. Around.
Hello. Can you still hear me?
Come up. Up.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, again. Saying hi.
I'm trying to get the like audio, like the speakers to come off the.
Yes. Bits of saying hi. Can you guys hear us?
Can you hear
Theos?
that?
I can hear him a little bit.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it to come off the computer. This is
See,
Xana's computer, so I don't really know how it all works. But looking for something.
Just
like
turn off the
speaker.
headset.
Oh, let me see. I think that's
Turn off the headset.
I thought I did. I thought I pressed the button that. I don't know how any of this shit works. Man, I can't get. I don't.
Share
I
your
can't
screen.
Get, here. Just
Share
tell
your
the.
screen.
Hold on one second. Let me get you up.
Share your screen. Do this. Look.
Yeah, hold on. One
It's right
second.
here. Go here.
I got you.
Here, this is where you go.
Here.
What's going on,
What up?
man? Not much. How you doing?
Good. You can actually hear me. I don't know what the hell's going on with your mic over there. But...
Can you see me, or because your screen's frozen?
My screen's frozen? Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Hold on, let me turn it off and back on.
It's
I brought Fitz up to say hi. She was up here like, what the hell?
It like picked a picture from
I
like
don't know.
2 hours ago and just stuck with it.
Yeah, it's like sideways, and so I don't know if you can see us, but we can.
Here, like completely get off of it and
I
then
can
like
see
come
it.
back
You
on
guys
and
are
try.
fine.
Okay.
All right, one sec. Be right back.
I'm gonna pack some more weed.
Any better? Any better?
This is like my character sheet. This is
No, it's still.
This is Volceris. He's like an old drunken druid, you know. He's like really cool, but he can like shapeshift into animals and stuff. And here's all like his stuff and
Okay.
all the spells he can do. And they all have different things. And then you, when you have to roll, you can just press the buttons. And it has all your stats, and it'll roll the dice for you and give you your number with all your bonuses and stuff added on.
But now.
No, it's still on that screen. I don't know what's going on.
Dude, it's the exact
But you
same
guys
picture.
played-
Like, did you pick a profile picture for your like not using a
My profile
camera?
picture's Atlas. My profile picture's Atlas.
Yeah, I got wild
You guys
shape.
couldn't come back.
And here's some of the like things I can become right now.
Oh, that's cool.
What?
Yeah,
Don't
they
tell
all
me
have
any of
different
this. I can hear
abilities
it.
and stuff. Do what?
Nick, don't tell me.
Is he talking shit?
Don't tell me.
He said, "Don't tell him."
No, I said don't.
what?
Said,
Don't tell Michael.
All his
Yeah.
spells and shit.
Yeah, he's like, "You're telling him all his spells."
I was like, I don't want to know. He's been keeping it all secret and shit. What's up, dude? You got visiting or what are you doing?
Yeah, I was supposed to leave Monday. Then I was on my way down to Montgomery, right outside Prattville. My tire blew out, so I have to get that fixed. But I don't have the original rim, to get it actually put on there. So like they had to order that, and it's going to be here on the 21st. So I'm going to be up here for another week or
Damn.
so, which isn't bad, but still
Yeah.
annoying.
You're teaching, right? So this is your summer anyway?
Yeah, so I'm not like in a rush to get home, but still just annoying though.
Yeah.
Just money out of my pocket.
Yeah, that's true. You still driving the Tacoma?
Yeah. This thing is such a piece of
God.
shit.
I missed that truck. No, dang it, I loved it. It was a piece of shit forever, okay?
God.
It wouldn't get any more shitty. It was just always shit. It was a baseline shitty. Come say hi. So you still can't see the video, actually, so never mind, I guess.
Is that a new
Yeah.
dog?
What else
dog
you
or
got going
something?
on, dude?
Not much.
Well, Fitz is a German Shepherd that Dina brought to the relationship 4 years
Okay.
ago.
Okay,
And then
cool.
Oreo's a new dog. We were like Fitz needed a friend. We obviously could never replace Atlas, but we were like,
Yeah.
we have to like rescue a dog. Like we got to share some more doggy love,
Yeah.
So we did adopt another dog. I'll send you a picture of Oreo later. We got him a couple months ago, and he's super shy. He's kind of a little bitch, like way more of a little bitch than Atlas ever was. But he's a good boy.
Yeah.
He's been licking his balls a lot, Yeah, what else you got going on?
Not much right now. Just relaxing, just chilling this summer, pretty much.
Is that still that picture?
Huh? Yeah, it's still the picture.
God,
Yeah.
thanks by now.
See, I'm gonna send you a picture of Oreo.
Okay. I don't know where my phone is. I'll look for it in a bit.
Yeah.
You can just send it to my phone.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
Something in the picture.
Oh, he said I just sent it his phone. To Nick's phone.
Okay. Yeah, it's just Oreo. Yeah, Oreo or Nick will meet him later, I guess, because they'll come out here. Well, actually, out in Seattle.
What is it?
Me and Dean have just been driving around. It's just a picture of Oreo.
Oh, Oreo. Yeah, send it to me.
There we go.
My friend Jeff is like such a crackhead. He's in that video. Like, he's like a 50-year-old man. He's like. He reminds me of Colin. Like he's so like
he's goofy.
He's like when Jason Statham gives you that look. I'm like, that's one bad motherfucker. He's like, I'm going out on the town tonight. I was like, nice. Let me know if you find any feet worth sniffing.
Hey, Nick, you got to get the headset on.
He's really into feet.
Here you go.
Oh, you can say hey to Roger. Do you remember Roger and Jonathan?
Hey, Roger.
Well,
What's
this is
going
gonna
on?
be a.
And Jonathan.
What's
Hey,
up,
Jonathan.
man? How's it going?
How's it going?
Not
Hey,
much.
I didn't know you were over there.
Sarah's,
Oh yeah.
Sarah's changed shapes.
He's so
Jake now.
cute.
This is his wild shape.
yeah.
Show you.
To a different stover.
Another stuff.
But yeah, sorry about the delay there, guys. Had a little bit to go over.
So me and Nick have we got to interrupt before you guys come back in. Essentially, is what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see us exit a room
Playing D&D right now.
That's
or exit a hallway.
So you can watch
Yeah.
the recording later if you want.
So-
it's cool.
So as
Always laugh.
you guys like walk back out, you see Morin doing handstand push-ups, and
Hands-
Mulceris is
wait,
on the floor
hold
just
on, no.
banging out push-up.
I thought we were just doing regular push-ups.
Yeah, no,
Don't even try to show it off, you son of a bitch.
He flipped himself upside down and he starts banging out handstand push-ups.
No, we're doing real man
what I said.
push-ups. No, we're doing real just man push-ups. We're just gonna do some. We're just gonna bang out some push-up, regular old style push-ups. We ain't doing any of that handstandy shit. Okay? You're gonna get here and you're gonna just do some regular ass push-ups for once in your goddamn life.
Morin's gonna just like slowly lever down, start doing regular push-ups. It's like,
All
all
right.
right, get down here, old man.
All right, so we're gonna do a push-up competition. It was like this thing that it just happened when y'all were gone. So anyway, yeah. So I guess we can roll for it. Is kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I wanna see- I wanna
that's
see if-
exactly what you would do in this case.
I want to see if Volceris can win.
You guys would either. So it's up to you guys. If you're actually competing in this, then you would just roll straight up athleticism. If either you guys have an actual, or not, sorry, if y'all have like a separate idea for what you would do, then that might be a different roll. But if you're just doing a straight competition, that's just athletics for both.
I am going to do enhance ability, and I'm going to do bull strength.
Is that a spell slot?
It is one action. Yeah, it is a spell slot. Yep. Second level. Second level.
All right. Oh, wow. You're burning a second level spell. Okay.
Ori comes out and she like rolls her eyes but pulls out her lute and starts like playing some kind of
Like badass, like metal.
Eye of the tiger.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. All right, here we go.
You see Morshu produces the small little like writing pad, and just like you just see him jot down, just see him scroll for a half a second.
All right, so
Yeah,
like,
go ahead, roll it off.
As I'm casting bull strength, I'm just kind of like I'm really kind of getting into it. And I'm like rubbing my hands and I'm like, whoa! And it just sort of like. And you see kind of like an aura go over me, and you kind of see like he's filling out his clothes a little bit more, and it's like, all right, it's like a Master Roshi type situation. It's like, all right, this guy's still got some moves, you know. All right, so he's gonna do bull strength, and we're gonna just do as many push-ups as we can. Is that basically what we're doing?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
just roll. Both of you guys roll athletics for the competition, and I'll let you guys flavor it how y'all want to. I suppose I'll tell you the number that you do, and you guys can flavor it.
So I have dang it, hold on. I have advantage on strength checks, and my carrying capacity doubles. So how does this work with like athletics and all that? Like, how do I get it to where
I would just say that you just get advantage. I would call it advantage on the roll.
Yeah.
So you're getting to roll the competition with advantage.
Damn it, that's not very good.
Pretty good, but I rolled an 18.
I know you did. Damn it.
An 18.
We just gonna make one roll? All right, 4 and
All right, old man, come on, let's go.
4. Oh,
Oh
We're
no!
just gonna keep going.
I've lost. Oh,
Warren's
There's-
like, that morning workout invite's still on the table for tomorrow. All right.
oh my God! I'm like maybe 5 push-ups in. I'm just collapsed on the ground. I'm like,
All right. So you rolled a 4 after modifiers and everything.
I didn't have any. I had a -1 modifier.
Oh Jesus!
But that's
Okay,
that's
so,
what I was wondering if I had like
Morgan-
cast that, if that was gonna like beef it at all, but it didn't. So I just got
Yeah.
shitty,
Dang.
2 very shitty rolls back to back.
Yep.
Damn it!
You had the advantage though.
I know.
So
Didn't
Morin kicks into those push-ups, as does Volceris, and Volceris is looking pretty strong for the first like 10. By 15, he's starting to shake a little bit, and you end up making it to 30. You make it to 32 before you like crap out, and you're like, and you look over at Morin with like kind of that eye of like, yeah, well, how are you gonna do? Morin cranks out to about 110 before he starts
fuck.
getting a little weak in the shoulders,
Oh.
and then ends up eventually tapping out at 144.
All right.
Well, he's gonna at 144. He's gonna roll an acrobatics check. She rolled a 19, so he's gonna come. He's gonna roll forward onto his
I'm
hand.
gonna need you to roll a disadvantage on this because you just
All right,
cranked out
all right.
144 push-ups, so disadvantage
Okay,
on that.
all right, deal. And then 21.
Oh!
So yeah,
So
with the 19, I'll say you get to do whatever you're doing.
Wow.
All right, he just rolls forward, just pushes himself and flips over forward, and then he just puts his arm on Volceris.
I like kind of slap at him. I'm like, you show off.
Or he just applauds. Impressive.
All right.
Morshu writes in his notebook. Morshu looks to Volceris and Morin kind of expectantly. So, do either of you guys have any reason to be here? Apart from the obvious one.
Just to back this old lady up. I'll like put my arm around Ori.
She says, normally I would brush your arm off, but you did just help me out. So she reluctantly puts her arm around you as well.
Oh. So Volcera starts like slowly lowering his arm.
And she brushes your arm off very swiftly.
And then I walk up. Volceris walks away.
All right. Morshu looks over to Morin. Do you have anything that you'd like? And
think
Michael,
I'm good
just
to
by the
go.
way, did Nick fill you in on what this place is and everything? Because I think you did miss this at the end of the last session because you had to kind of dip.
Yeah, I might have missed the very, very end.
Yeah.
I didn't get
Did Nick
filled
fill
in,
you
no.
in on like
On
where we
what?
are? Okay. On
I
like
don't-
where
sure.
we are and like what this place is.
I don't think I did.
You guys coming to hang for a
Okay.
little bit?
So
Enjoy. Well, here, wait for the explanation for.
okay.
I wish Michael's video was working. It's like he took a profile picture for his like shitty internet or something. It's like
It's working for me.
You're seeing his video?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Are you not?
No, he has like a picture. Okay, I need to cancel out. I'll be back. Yeah. Okay, now it's working.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay. Well, Michael, I will let you know that we cannot hear you now.
Michael,
Yeah, we can't.
Michael, you look like you're in a hostage situation right now. Like,
You,
what is going
here,
on?
Michael, rejoin. Yeah, you do. Look like you're in the
Dude,
ISIS
you are
headquarters or
like,
something.
are you reading something off of like a whiteboard right now? Like, does somebody have like a poster
Blink.
and there? It's like, I am fine. And you're like blinking like Morse
If you need
code.
help,
Jesus. What is this turned into?
if you need help, blink SOS.
We're just going to watch like Michael's entrails get pulled out of him tonight. Like, we are watching a murder video. Like, I don't know what is
it's
going
like-
on.
As long as you're recording, that's good shit.
That is good content. No such thing as bad content.
Can't hear you, Michael. There you go.
We can
Yes, now we
Oh,
can
I
hear you.
can now, yeah.
Good to go.
Yeah, Angela says, "Welcome to the dark web."
Angela.
It does look
Hello.
like the dark web. Hey.
These are our notes. These are the fellas who you know
I've
all of.
actually never like watched people play D&D before, so I'm really curious.
Well, it's super exciting. You're gonna love it.
You're gonna hate
You're gonna-
watching it, but it's a lot of fun to play. Hey.
It is. It's
Yeah,
a
you're
lot.
gonna be-
Michael talked you guys up, so you better deliver.
Fuck, Michael.
Why'd you do always sell it short, okay?
Yeah.
You guys missed the best part of the session, which was a push-up contest. Wow, which was really stupid. It just-
Look, one of our mantras at work is under promise and over deliver. You are the opposite, Michael.
Okay, so
well,
Michael, just to give you the quick overview of like where you guys are and like the significance of this place. Essentially, you guys entered the town of Brookmire, and you entered Morshoe's shop. Morshoe is an intelligence dealer, so he is somebody who specifically gathers information and dirt on people and sells it at a price.
all that.
The reason that you guys are here, which, am I breaking up? Because
you're
everything
good.
got real slow for a second there.
No, you're good.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. So the reason that you guys are here is because at the end of the last session, Oriana brought up the idea of, hey, what if we go visit Morshoe? Or because I'm needing to go to Morshoe's. Let's go there. And Volceris was like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And Simon was like, yeah, sure. And Morin was also like, yeah, sure. So that's why you guys are here.
We just went. Okay, all right. I think I remember that. What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at the document, the Google Doc.
Oh.
So Angela, in order to keep track of what's going on, we take notes separate from Jonathan, who is telling the story. So we, as the player characters, kind of have our own status of things.
It looks very useful.
Yeah, it is.
We definitely need to know some of those things.
Very
This is
important
Nick, and
details.
this is Roger.
All right.
I'm really sad that I don't have access to that Google Doc because it
Should
sounds
we-
like so much fun.
Should we give him
We'll
access?
We'll send it to you at the end. I feel.
Yeah,
like. Then you can just have
yeah,
like a
the
We
end
can,
of-
we can relive the whole thing.
That's true, yeah.
I'll I'll send you guys my world once we finish this too, so y'all can kind of get a general idea.
That'd be cool.
Let me mark it down. All right.
And then this is my character stuff. I read up a lot of John. So he has no chance.
Of course he does.
Okay.
All right. So I think a perception check needs to happen
Morin,
before we move on.
a perception check.
Yeah, I think Nick can probably tell you about that.
We can move on.
Oh,
Let's move on.
okay. So really quick. So, Michael, did you have anything for Morshu?
No,
No.
he's observing. He's
Okay.
going with the flow right now.
All right. Morshu turns to Volceris, and do you have anything for us?
Nothing I can think of.
All right.
Or he kind
Morshu
of looks
turns
at,
to.
or he kind of looks at you and is like, "There's nobody you want information on."
I mean, anybody I want to find, I can't say I'd be able to find at this point in time, and I don't even think Morshu is capable, as far as I'm aware. I mean, but what would I know? Maybe he would. I don't know.
You can always ask. You only have to pay when he gives you the information.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I have just an instinct that he wouldn't know. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Simon pipes up for a moment and says, Morshu, do you buy information as well? And Morshu turns to him and is like, yes, I will purchase information. And Simon reaches into his pockets. Well, go ahead, Nick.
Well, I was wanting to say eventually I would like to get Morshu alone somehow and be like, well, maybe we could talk about, somebody I have in mind and, we could sneak away.
Do you say that out loud, or are you speaking to?
Yeah, I'll basically
the DM
say
right
that.
now?
I'm like, okay, I can think of, yeah.
Okay. He's like, all right. He turns to Simon and holds his hand out and says, "What's your price?" And Simon looks at it. He looks at the ID that you guys found in the Grell cave, and he said, "Well, I have an ID for it looks like a businessman that I found somewhere. What does that usually run for? Like, can I get like 30 gold for this? 40 gold?" And Morshu kind of chuckled. He's like, "No, I'll give you 10." And Simon's like, sure. Hands over the ID of, and I can't remember what I named the guy at this point. My apologies. But he hands over the ID for the business guy that you guys found in Grell Cave. And he looks at it for a second. And he goes, "Oh wow, oh, so that's very usual. Wonderful. His family's been asking me about him for quite a while now, so it'll be good. It'll be good for me to have this. Thank you very much." And he gives him an additional 5 gold. He's like, "That's a very useful piece of information, so 15. Simon takes it and pockets it, and "Thank you very much." And that's that.
Wow, nice.
And then he turns to Volceris. "So, you want to speak alone?"
Yeah, I think I could bend your ear for a little while. And I kind of like playfully like grab his ear, but then like while the rest of the group isn't paying attention, I'm like squeezing it a little harder, and I'm like really dragging him to the back room.
Can I
You're
make
doing
a
this to Morshu?
perception check?
Yeah, I'm doing this to Morshu.
Can I make a perception check to see if I see that?
Sure. Make a sleight of hand check, Nick, and do a perception check for me, Roger.
I'll get fucked.
13.
25.
25?
Damn.
Damn, she's
Very
perceptive as
perceptive.
hell. Shit. Damn.
Okay, cool.
Upon you reaching your hand close to his ear, I'm gonna need you to actually make a. I'll say that you get an athletics check at advantage for me.
Athletics.
Yeah, at advantage
10
because you did surprise him.
and 3. God dang it.
Okay.
10.
So you successfully grab his ear for the briefest of moments, but as you're reaching in, he just like ducks his head away very quickly. He glares daggers at you, and is like, do not touch me. And he walks to the back, and pushes open, and you guys go through a small hallway, and he pushes open a door that leads into the small room with tons and tons of fur. So at this point, I'm gonna. I feel so bad because Abigail joined in, and she's not gonna get to hear the conversations that happen.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be me
all
and
those
him.
fun intelligentsia
Oh
conversations.
yeah,
But
I was actually like expecting
It's-
Michael
it's
and
fine.
Roger to hear this part, but
Lauren and I will.
it's probably better that y'all don't yet. Okay.
Okay.
All right. No.
I mean,
no.
yeah,
Let,
sure,
me,
how about-
me and you, Jonathan? Let's do it.
up to you.
Yeah, just me and you right now.
All right, All right, I'm pulling into the sidebar then.
So basically,
What
Well,
What's up? Can you hear me?
yes.
Okay. All right. Cool. I can hear you too. Okay. So basically, how I want to play this out is like, okay. All right. All right. So we'll play it out. Like we'll role play it. So I kind of try to pull him in. We get to the back, right? And we know each other. We know each other at this point. This is kind of why I wanted
Yes.
to. This is why I wanted me and you to get alone with this, because I don't think we've like truly fleshed out how these two characters interact yet, and I didn't want to do that in front of everybody. I wanted to kind of like do that with you first, and then we could like have that for whenever they do see it. Does that make sense?
Gotcha.
So
Yes, that sounds good.
so I'm picturing like we've known each other for a while, and I've been one of your best customers probably. I've probably sold a lot of good berry, made a lot of money for like you to like pay for your investigations, right? At this point, we're probably very well
Yeah.
acquainted. And
Yes.
so I'm like a little, you could tell I'm a little ticked off, and you know I could be like kind of emotional, and like I'm a pretty rational person. Like you like me, and we get along. I'm one of your best customers, but you can tell I'm like a little ticked off right now, and like you're like, don't touch me, and we get back there, and I'm picturing like, all right, so I need you to be honest with me. I just unloaded 50 gold on this, and you know that I've paid you much more than that over our relationship with one another. So just be straight with me, and I promise I will not be mad. In fact, I would respect it, but I would like to propose something to you if what I'm about to ask you is the truth.
Sure.
You said that you.
I'm sorry, I'm saying sure as the DM.
Yeah. All right, so here, role play with me real quick. So, I heard you earlier, and I know you gave me the same spiel when I first came in here, but I guess I didn't catch it then because I was so desperate. But now, I caught it. You said that you don't only find information, you hide information. And I knew that, but I didn't know it. So my question to you is, I've paid you all this money in the past to find some information for me. Is somebody else that I'm trying to find paying you more to keep themselves hidden? And if so, I promise you, I will not bring violence upon you. I won't be angry. I just want to know a price that I need to build up to pay you for that information.
Specifically, the area in which you are searching, yes, I am being paid more than what you're paying to keep that specific information secret. However, I'm a businessman, and I have not just been taking your money. I do go out and put out feelers, and anything that is not specifically redacted from my books, I do divulge to you. Which those have been the small crumbs here and there. Unfortunately, it has not been much. But I think that we have an offshoot of what has been previously redacted that I believe that we can start to dig into now that will hopefully free up more space in the future. With the amount that you've paid me, of course, I'll divulge any further information pro bono, seeing as how we have quite a large retinue or retainer at this point. But yes, specifically, the directly pertinent information you've been searching for has so far been something that I cannot divulge.
So
But I do have news.
you have news that I could get from you now?
Yes.
Well, okay, excellent. Before you get to that, can we come to a price that you would be willing to trade said information for?
At present, you have been outbid by precisely one moment. And he steps out of the room. And after about 45 seconds, he steps back in holding a small report and an abacus. And over
What's
the
that?
course
Sorry,
of the next
hold on.
minute and a
What's an abacus? Sorry.
abacus, it's the old accounting like they're like these weird standing wooden slates essentially, and there's multiple lines. There's like 5 or 6 lines with little beads that you can move from one side to the other. It's the old counting machines.
I think I know what you're talking about, but yeah. Okay, so he pulls that out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so he pulls out an abacus, and over the course of the next like minute and a half or so, you see him reading over this ledger, and he's flipping, beads all over this abacus, and he turns back to you and says, "In order to find the information that you are specifically looking for, are attempting to outbid on, you are currently outbid by 283,495 gold."
And I'm like, I'm picturing this almost like in character. He's like almost just like breaking down with laughter because it's like such an outrageous number. And he's just like, he's not going to get violent, but he's just like, oh my God, like, I'm never going to find these people. And I'm just going to be like, is there anything I can do to make my value? Because, value isn't just found in money. I mean, let's be honest. Is there anything I could do to sweeten the pot? Maybe bring my gold price down a little, but maybe I could give you some good berries on the side.
I have no need for good berries. I deal in gold and I deal in information. If you find out some information that I don't know, I'll purchase that.
What kind of information are you looking for? What kind of information are you looking for? I spent a lot of time in bars, and I could tell you a lot of rumors.
Rumors are cheap. You don't get very much for rumers, but solid information.
No, you know me. Hey, trust me, dude. My rumors have been pretty solid about most of the things I've came to you with the cheap gossip from the town next over. It's been legit stuff. I mean, it comes to fruition eventually. You got to admit that.
I can admit to that. However, it does cost to investigate rumors, and therefore I can't pay on the front end because I have no guarantee I'll get a return on my investment. It's a gamble for me, and therefore I pay low on rumors. However, for example, your friend, he just gave me someone's identification. That's good enough to get a good handful of gold, not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Information, if you encounter monsters in an area that you've never seen them before, then that specific information is useful. If you find really any kind of information, if it's something that I don't already know, I'll pay you for it. And if it's something I do know, I might pay, depending on if it fleshes out more context.
Is there anything specifically you would need some capable hands to investigate? Like a dangerous area or something that maybe only a couple of capable people would be able to gather information on?
I could use some information about Glade Run. It's been a while since anybody's been there and then also came back, and so I don't know very much about what's happening there currently. I do know it's overrun and overgrown.
Yeah.
There's, from what I've heard, there's a decent handful of monsters there and possibly treasure, but who knows?
Yeah.
I would be willing to pay a decent coin for that.
Well,
Possibly four to
look.
500 gold.
So no. So this is what I'm proposing to you. You give us some cheap trinkets, whatever you think will make the others happy. But you take money off of the debt that I would owe to get that information I need. So I think some of this information could be. Can you still hear me? Sorry.
Yeah, you
Okay.
just broke for a second is all.
Okay. I think some of this information could possibly be more valuable than just its wealth in gold, if you know what I'm saying. I'm hoping to possibly get some discounts to beat my bidders. I don't know if I'll be able to get there the old-fashioned way. This is probably old money. I probably don't really have a chance when it comes to that, but I'm capable enough to where I could do some favors for you that only I would really be able to do, me and my group, if you know what I'm saying. So we could almost work for you on the sly without the, and then you just give us little trinkets, whatever would appease the others. But you know what we're really about. We're trying to figure stuff out for you. They're willing to help because it's for a good cause. We can help each other out. And maybe maybe my specialty would drive that price down a little, if you know what I'm saying.
Depending on the work that you do, I will pay it in kind with the amount that it's worth.
Well, that's why I'm saying
I am fine dealing in that.
Give us the hazard pay, if you know what I'm saying. We're able to take on the stuff that your other servants are not. We're not your typical errand boys.
Of course.
Okay?
I do know this. And yes, if you retrieve hazardous information, then obviously there's a premium.
Right. All right, well, let's do some business. Let's make it public. I don't want, my crew to be unaware of everything, but I would like for them to know that we're being rewarded in some fashion. And we're being rewarded in another fashion as well. Correct? But only that me and you will know about, but I think we can make everybody happy here.
That is amenable.
All right, and I'll put my hand out to shake his hand.
Before he reaches his hand out to shake, he does look you just straight in the eyes and says, "Am I to understand that the arrangement that you're wanting to make with me specifically includes that I will not inform your friends of the debt reduction that we will be doing as your payment, but also as their payment? Or are you only asking me to reduce the debt by your work?"
No, I'm a good man, and I know this, but I also know that compromises need to be made in certain situations, and I will help them. I will help my friends in any way I see, that I can. But I will even die for them. But I think in this particular case, we're talking about the enslavement of my friends and family, and I think that if they found out what my motivations were, they wouldn't be so upset. But I would really like the debt reduction to be to come from all three of our wages, and then they get paid what they know they're getting paid after tax, if you know what I'm talking about.
I understand.
Perfect.
For me to keep that secret whenever they begin asking me why I'm paying less than the premiums.
Right.
That will come out of your pay as well.
Oh yeah. Well, if it's anything that's substantial, take it mostly out of mine. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with making a show and you paying us all an equal amount, and then behind the scenes I'm giving you some kickback. However you want this to operate, I want it to be as smooth as possible without alerting them. So if they start getting suspicious about their pay, you start paying them more. You take more out of mine. You understand? We can make this work. because I think they're very capable. I think we can all make each other happy.
I agree to the terms. And he reaches out his hand to shake yours.
All right, we shake hands. All right,
All right.
you want to walk back?
You want to hop back into the main chat?
Yeah, I'm gonna go pee real fast. So just, I guess, Philly, don't tell them everything
Sounds
we just
good.
talked about, but yeah, like you know what I mean.
I won't. All right, I'm kicking back to the main chat then.
Better for me too. So, all right,
Let's do acrobatics. All right, so we're bored.
let's do it.
We can just look up right before they come in, or fuck it. All right, I'm rolling disadvantage on acrobatics.
All right, I'm rolling acrobatics. Jesus, fuck, Christ,
22 and 15.
fuck me, God.
Hey, what did you get? 7 and what?
Just
No.
a 7. I wasn't rolling at disadvantage. So as y'all walk in, Ori and Morin are on the ground doing a push-up contest.
Of course.
You're in the bathroom. All right, well then, Morin will do 2 or 3 with one arm and jump up and just. All right, I'm just gonna let's continue.
All right.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for Nick to get back because he wanted to make sure that he was a part of this conversation. I think he's just in the restroom for a moment.
No problem.
So what was the competition y'all just had?
Well, we chatted for a bit and just exchanged some pleasantries, and then we just chilled. I went to the bathroom, and then we were like, all right, well, it's taken a while, so Ori acquiesced to having a push-up contest.
A cartwheel contest.
So are we walking out and it's like the same thing y'all saw before, but it's Ori and Morin now? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna grab a beer.
And that was
I can still hear y'all, but I'm gonna go grab a beer and so y'all just play this out, and I'll hear y'all in the other room.
And that was not by design. We just were like, what the fuck is taking so long? And Ori was like, all right, let's do a push-up contest.
Yeah.
So,
sorry about that, you guys.
On
Okay.
the monologue.
No, y'all.
So, Volceris and Morshu come back in, and Morshu turns to the group and says, well, I have been paid to divulge information, and what I have is this. I have heard from a reliable source that there was a small group of hermetic druids that were existing in the forest that is directly west of our town. They were captured by unknown forces, and the rumor has it that they're being transported to Drolig's Foot and then into the mountain range. We have known people to disappear in that mountain range, and so it may be one of those cases. If you guys, it can be assumed that the captors were most likely slavers. If you can find them and return them to me, the slavers or the druids, I may be able to pry some information out of them. Either one.
Interesting.
So, what is this place?
Morshu.
Does this place have a name, or is this just like an area in the forest?
He says, oh, you know what, I'll just take a map out of, I'll take the cost of the map out of your retainer. And you see him strike something on a little notepad, and he opens up, he reaches under his countertop, pulls out a large unfolding piece of paper, and where is the reveal areas? There it is. Okay. Polygon reveal. So he reaches. Come on, jerk. Thank you. There we go. Oh.
Oh.
Right. So in roll 20, you should be able to see a pretty substantial
Well,
amount of map appearing now.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to see. Damn it.
That's a big old forest.
Oh, nice. Oh shit. Hell yeah. Drawlig's foot.
Wow, that's huge.
Whoa,
So
that's a lot.
Oleg's foot.
he's just handed essentially over to you guys a pretty substantial and a very well drawn in map essentially. And he says that it was approximately 5 gold, and he's just taking it out of the retainer that's already been paid to him over time. And this, that,
Whoa,
yeah.
this is a lot of.
And so he says, right
Uh,
here.
Do y'all want to?
Yeah.
Do y'all? We have like a geography thing in this, don't we? Somewhere in this document.
I mean,
Yeah, there's like
Locations. Yeah, we have a lot more to fill in now.
Yep.
All right.
If you open up the table of contents, you can see.
Yeah, let's get to work. If y'all don't mind helping me.
All right. Well, thank you, Morshu. That's very nice of you.
Yeah, you've been very helpful.
So, whenever,
thanks.
oh, you know what? I need to reveal that D.
Oh shit.
Whenever,
Please
Volceris-
reveal that, D.
yes, whenever Volceris asks, so wait, where's this place that you're talking about? He just puts his finger onto the map and points at Drolig's Foot, which is right here, just to the south of the mountain range.
Cool. Okay. Damn it.
And he points on the map. He says somewhere in this area,
I got it.
and
Thank you.
he points to kind of somewhere in kind of middle west of the forest. He says somewhere in here, the Hermetic Druids were found and captured, and I got word of it. They were traveling to Drolig's Foot, and the anticipation was they would travel into the Drolig mountain range, and that is where a lot of people disappear, and I expect that they're slavers. And he turns to Volceris and makes pretty hard eye contact with Volceris, and says, and I think that slavers are important to be caught.
I think we could all agree to that, and I'll kind of like look back and forth and kind of see what Ori and Warren are kind of like expressing facially and maybe vocally.
He'll just shrug and nod.
Yeah, or he says, here.
All right.
That is all that I have.
Cool.
Well, thank you, Morshu. You've been a big
Well,
help.
Horseshoe, I actually, you have been a big help. I'd like to give you 2 names, actually. We can maybe catch up on this later, or you can maybe write down some information you have for me. If I give you
Okay.
2 more names.
I mean, he's taken 2 of us into the back room. Why not 3?
I'll go into the back room, but you tell me.
Are you giving
Let me give you
me
these names.
names, or are you requesting information?
I'm going to request some information with these 2 names, and he'll send you a piece of paper across the desk. And I assume you know the 2
Okay.
names, but if not.
Hey, and then Volceris is gonna walk up to Morin. And he's gonna kind of like tap him on the shoulder, and he's gonna be like, "Here you go, buddy." And he's gonna give him 30 gold.
Well, Cyrus, how fucking rich are you?
I'm reaching the end of my supposed wealth, but I'm happy to help.
That is very altruistic of you.
All right, so I'll be like,
Or he's gonna
Yeah,
take
you
the
pay-
money.
you-
He's gonna push it back.
no, I'm not gonna take no for an answer. I'm gonna be like, pick a name. Like, get what you need, boy.
All right. you've given me a change of heart today. I appreciate you helping me open up, Osiris.
Damn straight. Get
So he
to
gave
it.
the-
I'm gonna,
he
I'm
gave
gonna
the
slap.
names
I'm
to,
gonna slap him on the ass and be like, "Them glutes."
He's gonna tighten up a little bit.
Or just sigh.
So,
So we're going into
so Michael, did Nick just give? I'm sorry, I kind of missed that. I was reading. Did Nick give the additional to allow you to get a full file, or how much was given?
Yeah, 30 gold.
So a location and a full file.
A full file, yeah.
Okay. So, Michael, it's your choice.
So y'all go to
we can go into the back.
Yeah, y'all go in the back room and discuss it.
So on his way back,
right.
he's turn around and say, if
So
you guys
here we
aren't
go.
doing push-ups when we come back, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, y'all go on. Y'all go on.
Pull him in. To Duke.
I'm like, hurry, get the fuck out of here. I'm trying to rush him out because I don't want to be like embarrassed in front of everybody, like by a push-up competition with a girl that I get beat in.
Oh, man. Listen, you have nothing to worry about. I lost to a man that had already done 144 push-ups.
Well, have you seen his delts?
They're fucking massive.
They are phenomenal.
Yes. They're great.
You know, I gotta admit, he's inspired me. But, you know, I mean, I'm trying to get physically fit. I'm kind of having like a little midlife crisis. I'm like 103, so I'm like midlife right now, probably. Mm-hmm. I want to do some shit, you know? I want to like really experience the world. So like, you know, I got Morin who's like inspiring me to get like swole again. So I'm going to get swole. I mean, you're going to see swole Cyrus. I swear to God. But with you, let's do some music. We should play some music. You want to fucking jam out?
Yeah, sure. What's your instrument of choice?
Vocals.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure. And Ori pulls out her lute. So what songs do you know?
I made up a song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like see if you can keep up.
Yeah, sure.
All right, what are you gonna play with?
Just my lute here.
Okay. All right, you ready?
You lead us off.
All right, you ready? You ready for this shit?
Yeah.
All right. I'm sailing away, set open course for the Virgin Sea. I've got to be free, free to change a life that's ahead of me. You know, forever. So the story goes, and somehow he missed out on the song he wrote, and I try the best that I can. Bam, 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 to carry on. And I'm like, yeah, like kind of like, yeah, I want to like bring it in. I want to bring it in with her. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, we got something. Once we get back into town and we got Omar on the drums, she's gonna like really tie it all together. It's gonna be fucking sick.
She's gonna tear that shit up. It's gonna be a very ornate drum, though. You know that.
Oh, it's gonna be
diamond encrusted and
it
shit.
better be. You know, I'm picturing if we're gonna do a band, it's gonna be like an ornate band. Omar is in the band, and she's gonna deck us out. So we're gonna have. It's not just gonna be our instruments, my friend. It's gonna be our costumes. If you can, so I don't know if you mind me bringing this up, but we've been together for a little while now, and I want to like maybe talk about it because it's kind of like it's like an open secret. But you're a tiefling. I can see you shave down your horns, but do they grow back?
Unfortunately, they do not.
Really?
They're a bit like bones or teeth. They
Why'd you
not grow back.
Why'd you do it? Was it just like fear of people being bigoted, basically?
You could say that, yeah. A little bit to hide my true nature, a little bit because people are racist as fuck.
Yeah. They certainly
Call
can
them A,
be.
call them B.
I'll be honest with you, I spent most of my life in the woods for that exact reason. I got kind of sick and tired of the politics of just everyday life. You know what I mean? Everybody's just got to be dramatic about everything. They just don't. When you get out in the wilderness and all you got to think about is survival, it's almost therapeutic. I will tell you.
I can imagine.
Yeah, but yeah, I can see that being the case for you too. Where, well, okay, so this is what I was thinking, right? I was kind of hoping that it would grow back. I was hoping that would be a possibility, but if it's not, it's okay because we got Olmar, and so Olmar will make you some badass ornate horns, and we will. I want you to own your heritage, okay? I want this to be like I want our band, if we're gonna do a fucking band, my bro. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna remember and be like, sorry, like old habits, I think.
Oh, it's fine.
I think, seriously, if we want to do this, it needs to be a celebration of our differences because we have a very diverse group. I think we need to fucking celebrate it. So let's just accept our weirdness and just ride it out. I think it's time. I think it's ready. I think people are ready.
There's I think a few things that I need to check off my list before getting to a band, but hopefully we can get there one day.
Yeah, that was a fun
makes me some diamond encrusted horns, then fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, I'll wear some diamond encrusted horns. They'll just like she'll have to make like a strap, I could just kind of put on my head, but I'll wear them for you.
That's really racist.
I'll celebrate with you.
Do you know how racist that is? Wear horns?
Is that appropriation?
Yeah.
Damn it. Would you be okay with me
No, I'm fucking with you.
Yay!
I don't give a shit.
Yay! I'm like 10-5 in, or like high 10 in you. I'm like trying to, like, yeah! Like, I feel like we're broing out.
I just use like one hand to get your high 10.
Could I hear some more of your music? Could you just kind of like lull me to like just a place of peace right now? I kind of want to just like rock. I want to like rock back and like just kind of hear you play some music and just enjoy it.
Yeah, sure. Ori like pulls up her lute and essentially plays the fantasy version of Hallelujah. Instrumental, of course. She doesn't really sing, but she can like play the chords, but also the vocal melodies and like the bass line as well. Like very good with her fingers.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So like I'm just kind of enjoying the music and like whatever she wants to play, and I'm just like vibing out and just like, dude, I'm telling you, like Volcerus might be my favorite character that I've ever played because he's just so chill. And I just wanted to be chill. I just want to like he's just vibing out to whatever you're playing. So do you play anything besides the lute? Do you dabble in any other instruments?
I do a few other instruments. Any percussive instruments, really. I think I played a harp at one point.
Nice.
Honestly, you give me something that's meant to make music, I'll do something with it.
Cool. I can't remember if I have anything or not. Let me look. I have a cast iron pan. That's kind of concussive.
It is very percussive.
Percussive. Yes. Sorry.
Well, actually, it could also be concussive.
Sorry, I've had one too many concussives. All right, so I'll like hand her that, and be like, all right, let's see what you do with that.
All right, cool. So she like puts it down in her lap and starts to use it as like kind of like a bongo. Let's see how that goes. I'm gonna roll performance right now. All right, I got a 10. So it was like
a pretty
good.
average show. Yeah.
It was like on beat.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong.
Yeah.
But nothing spectacular.
Yeah, but I'm enjoying it. I'm just kind of laying there, really enjoying it and vibing out to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm
like foaming at the mouth. Just like doing a kickstand all of a sudden.
And then she's like, hold on, I just got a really good idea. And she keeps the pan on her lap, but then she puts the lute on her lap, and she's like, hold on. And like with one hand, she's like banging the pan. The other one, she's like making kind of like chords on the lute. And so let's see how this goes. I'm gonna roll performance again.
You should do a garage band and try to find those noises that you're looking for, and like just make like another average thing.
Yeah, so again, everything everything's like on beat, in tune,
but nothing is like inspiring me. But I'm enjoying it.
Wrong notes. There's no wrong notes. But yeah, it's kind of it's a little basic, you know.
Yeah.
She's like, listen. This is the first time I've ever done this. Okay.
Right. No, I feel it.
I'm gonna.
Yeah. No.
I'm gonna keep doing this. I like.
I'm enjoying it. No, that's great. Yeah, keep it going.
Practicing this. Yeah.
Yeah. No, keep it going. I'm liking it. I'm just kind of like, my eyes aren't even like really open anymore. I'm just enjoying the music and just like, you know, kind of dancing in my sleep. Just, you know, just.
Yeah. So yeah, she finishes her song, and then she kind of like sighs and is like, "So what are you doing on this adventure? What are you hoping to get?" And then as she sees people walking out, she's like, "Push-up contest right now."
Yeah, and then we both just fall down to a push-up contest.
All right, roll athletics.
Right, athletics.
Let's do this.
With advantage?
No, you get disadvantage.
I think it did. No, I don't. I still have bear's strength or bull strength, right? Maybe.
I don't know.
I should, right? I mean, how long?
Okay, fine. Just roll normally once.
Wait, hold on. How long does that last? It lasts 1 hour. It's definitely.
If it lasts at least.
All right.
Yeah, it's still there.
Yeah, it's still there. Cool.
You still got it.
Yay. Okay, I might beat this chick. All right. We doing athletics?
I did athletics, yeah.
12.
All right, I got an 8, so yeah, you won.
And 12. Yay. All right.
Good job.
Yeah, the old man still got some moves. And I push myself up after I win. Like, you hear the most horrendous crack. You're like, he surely broke something. But like, I'm just like brushing it off and I'm fine. Like, it's normal for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, hello.
Wait, how many push-ups did I get then?
Was your roll?
12.
12. 96.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm like really feeling myself.
Yeah, he had to make a comeback. All right.
Don't call it a comeback.
So you guys all get back in there. Simon approaches Morshu, and just for a moment, he kind of like looks over the slips of paper in the bar, and he points at his name, Simon Lockhart, and he turns to Morshu, "How much would I have to pay you to get rid of my file, to burn my file?" And Morshu turns back, "That'd be 100 gold." Simon looks in his pocket for a second, thinks for a second, okay, could somebody outbid me? If they paid more, then is there a backup file? And Morty says, yeah, absolutely, there's a backup file. If someone outbid you, then they'd get that information.
Good lord. This asshole, dude.
Ori breaks in and says, wait, so the shit I redacted earlier, somebody could pay you more and get that?
If they specifically request it, then yes, but I'd let you know.
Oh, how nice of you.
I'll just like kind of put my hand on Ori and be like, I don't think you understand how this works.
She like swats your hand away and says, whatever.
Simon says, hey, Simon says, Simon looks at Morty and says, well, by about how much would they have to overpay? Morty says, for redaction, typically 5 times the redacted price.
Holy hell.
Money.
Yeah, you're probably safe.
Yeah. And so Simon kind of looks at him. He thinks about it. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm all good. He surveys the glass case one more time, obviously looking for a name, doesn't see it, and turns to you guys. Well, I'm finished up here. Mortu turns. Excellent. Well, thank you everyone for coming. Is there anything else that you would like before you leave my shop?
I was kind of like look around at anybody else and see if anybody else needs anything.
I'm ready to get out of here.
I do have one question, Morshu.
Yes.
Do you have a file on yourself?
My own file? Yes. Yes, I do.
That's awesome.
Is it redacted at all?
Some parts are certainly redacted.
I'm gonna look like
Did you
I'm gonna
pay
look
yourself to redact?
I'm gonna look left and right like at Ori and Morin and be like, what's the price on your file?
I assume 30 gold.
File.
Is it a flat price?
The files go up in price based on how important someone is. So with my own file, it's 1,000 gold.
What's the most expensive file?
The most expensive file? And he walks to the back, and he comes out with a little ledger, flips through. It looks like that would be 2.8 million gold.
Holy hell.
Yeah. Can you give us a name?
You said 2.8. Hold on. 2.8
Do you have 2.8 million gold?
No, but you never said anything about just names.
Well, everything can be redacted. 2.8 million gold.
2.8.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, you know.
Listen, Morshu,
We
will
got a
you
little-
come down to 2.7?
Maybe we could talk.
I would consider it.
I'm seeking $2.8 million for a 5% stake in my company.
I would consider it for a substantial favor potentially in the future, but I can't think of a single thing.
I will pay over asking to outbid these two assholes.
All right.
I'll come in at
Ori, like,
2.9
Ori-
million.
All right. Ori grabs Volcerus and says, I think we're done here. Thank you, Morshu.
And I'm just like still like just spitting nonsense and like swinging my hands in the air and, as you drag me out.
Well,
Come back anytime. Bring me that information or people.
And as we're like walking out with like me, Ori, and Morin, I'm gonna turn to Morin and be like, "You play any instruments?"
Oh, I've got a horn in my satchel.
I don't like the way you said that, but
Pull that bitch out! I'm gonna like, pull that bitch out! I'm just gonna be like,
he really doesn't. He really doesn't.
Well, I don't have to go to the bathroom right now, so.
Okay, there it is.
"Oh Lord!"
My horn is
Ori-
for a punctuation. All right.
So
I'm not a
Ori,
performer.
Ori's going to turn to the group and say, "Listen, I think we just probably found out a lot of shit in there. Should we find the local tavern and maybe have a talk?"
Maybe divulge a little bit.
That's what I was hinting at. Yes.
I think a couple drinks are in order. Let's do it. I'll get the first couple.
All right. Okay.
All right.
I think I'm about ready to share in this.
Well,
Okay.
so yeah, I assume we look around and try to find the tavern.
Yeah, the tavern is not too difficult to find. It's about a 10-minute walk towards the center of town from where you're at currently. So you guys are just walking in that direction. As you're walking, though, you hear the sound of just a small group of hoof prints, clops, hoof noises. I don't know what to call them. But you just hear like, tuk, 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 and looking over in the direction of the sound, you see 6 riders on mounted horses. The horses have pretty fancy looking kind of like coat drapes on the horses themselves, and the riders appear to be some kind of guard, and they're wearing purple studded flecked leather. And one of them is actually wearing an actual metal armor with just purple studding and gems. And they ride directly up to your group, and the rider who's wearing the armor, the actual metal armor, says "Halt!" and pulls his sword out, points it directly at Morin, and says, "What is your name?" "Speak."
Turn it off. Take it off mute and then speak.
You're muted.
Oh,
He
sorry,
stabs
I
you.
was under.
He's
under
like,
a temporary
silence.
He's like, speak, and Morin's like,
He's obviously mute.
All right, is it? I'm the code of silence. Yeah. I'm Lauren. That's all you're getting out of me. Who are you?
He takes his sword and points it directly at Simon. "Speak. What is your name?"
I'm gonna like,
and
okay,
Simon
so
looks at him for a moment.
Volceris is gonna get like kind of big. He's like feeling like really full of himself after beating Ori in a push-up contest, and he's kind of gonna like get like kind of be like, "What is this about, buddy?"
And the rider is just going to say, "Silence. One moment," and points sword. Momentarily points the sword at you for just a half a second, just to say silence. Points it back at Simon. "Speak. What is your name?"
I'm gonna look at Ori.
And,
I'm gonna look at Ori just to
Simon,
in a way to just be like, this motherfucker. Like, we don't say anything, but I just kind of look at him like, we kind of know maybe something has to go down here, but we don't do anything. So I watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Simon looks
Ori
up at him.
returns the-
Okay. Simon looks up at the rider, kind of like eyes flick in his head for half a moment, and very quickly says, "Oh, my name is Soros Flinnis. Why?" And the rider sheathes his sword and turns to Volceris with a much softer kind of tone now, and says, "Under the reign of Lady Vanessa Sheffield, Magistrate of Temple Point, and by order of Lyle Darling, we have been tasked with locating Simon Lockhart for the murder of Claire Darling. That is who I am. That is why we're here. Any more?"
Wait, what? And I turn to Simon and be like, "What do you know anything about this?"
Simon turns to you and says, "Nah, I have no idea. I've never even been to Temple Point."
I'm gonna like grab him and like kind of like really rattle him a little bit and be like, "Don't lie to me, boy." I'm gonna like kind of make him be straight with me. I want to like maybe roll a perception check or something, but I'll like
Hold on. Before, as you're saying that, Ori like grabs your shoulder and casts zone of truth on the exact point that encompasses everybody.
Everybody.
So, yeah, well, I mean, as many people, like at least our group of 4, as well as
Sure.
probably the
But
guy
like
pointing
including
the sword.
yeah. I'll say that he is on horseback, but he is within the zone. Sure.
Okay, cool.
What does that
So-
spell do? Or do we know that what it does?
So, an effective creature, which is all of y'all and myself, is aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. Such a creature can be evasive in its answers as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth. So essentially, you have to tell the truth.
Yeah, but you can
You just cannot. You cannot say a lie.
yeah. You can.
There's no save on this, right? It's just straight.
Yeah,
save.
That's
yeah.
just oh, yeah.
That's just what it is if you're
Okay.
in this cone. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
Sounds good.
The guy
I
on horseback is
Yeah,
in the
he is
cone.
as well. So I cast Zone of Truth, and then I'm like, all right, Volceris, go ahead.
Hold on one sec. I'm writing this down.
I got it if you want to continue.
Oh, okay. Do you know anything about this?
To whom? To Simon?
To Simon.
But what?
About this murder she's accusing you, or he's accusing you of.
Simon does not answer.
I'm gonna take that as a
I'm gonna,
yes.
I'm gonna like really try to rattle him and almost kind of like shake him up if I can make some sort of check for that or something and be like, answer me. I'm gonna like really try to get an answer out of him.
Roll intimidation.
While you're rolling, do we know who the characters are that accused him of murder yet?
11. He
Have we
named,
heard
he,
of
all
named,
that you
he
know
named somebody.
is-
Yeah, we just know the name. We don't have the background yet, right?
No, but what was the name of the person that was murdered?
Vanessa.
Correct.
Claire Sheffield.
Claire Darling.
Claire Darling. Let me write that down.
Specifically,
How do you spell?
specifically I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna read.
How do you spell Claire? Is it Claire?
That's fine. Yeah.
I'm just gonna read off specifically what this knight said. So, under the reign of Lady Vanessa Sheffield, magistrate of Temple Point, and by order of Lyle Darling, we have been tasked with locating Simon Lockhart for the murder of Claire Darling. And if I can get my system to speed up on me, I will see what happens on that roll.
The guy who quit. Yeah.
My apologies. I'm internet's just kind of going slow for me. I'm trying to pull up Simon's
well,
stuff.
for me, it was like exposition overload. Like I couldn't remember all the names as I was typing them out.
Yeah. That's fine.
Oh yeah, I breezed through it. So you rolled
we have-
intimidation.
Yeah, 11. I think was it 11 that I rolled? Yeah, 11.
That's what you said, yeah. All right. 1 second while Simon rolls. I need to get a better computer. My thing's going so slow. What the roll is? I might as well just use actual dice. at a
Dude,
certain
I
point.
love seeing the dragon's claw in my inventory.
So he hit an 11 as well. Which yeah, so he remains silent through your shaking. He does say though, I didn't murder anyone.
Can Morin do like a history or an insight check on any knowledge that he might have of this like lord or lady? Is that something that he could remember or
Let's see.
do something?
Yeah, I mean, roll a history check. You may just not have any familiarity with these people, but roll a history check for me, and I'll think about it.
8.
So that is Simon's response. An 8. I mean, you know where Temple Point is. It's been pointed out to you on the map. You've never personally been there. You know that there's, somebody who rules that area, and you're pretty sure you've heard of Lady Shing, the
Um,
magistrate.
Ori's gonna look to Simon and say, "Okay, Simon, you didn't murder anyone, but do you know what this is about?"
Orin's gonna
Simon
cast.
looks back to you as. Go ahead, Warren. No, you go ahead.
Never mind.
Okay. Simon is going to look back to Oriana, and with pleading eyes is going to say, "I just said my name is whatever that name was that I said.
Warren's gonna cast
Saurus
silence
Flinus."
on the horse that the guy's riding, like as discreetly as possible, hoping that nobody can tell. Is that possible?
Casting silence on the rider or on the horse.
On the rider, on the rider, on the horse. Whatever.
Horse, shut the
Silence.
fuck up.
I
Oh,
think
no, it's-
silence
it's
is
a
like a
20
tone.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot rate, or it's 120. Wait, oh, it's a 20-foot radius around him.
That's gonna silence all of us, right?
Yeah, it is.
So I mean, you can. Okay. So
He's
yeah.
trying
So
to cast it
Simon
discreetly.
turns to. Okay. I would like you to make a roll. I'd like you to make a sleight of hand check for me. And Simon, the last thing that he says, the last thing that he says successfully before the silence goes in is he turns to Oriana, and with the plea in his eye says, "I just told you, my name is Saurus Flinus." And or sorry, he says it specifically that's actually not the way that he said it. He says, "I just told you my name is Saurus Flinus." So no pause there essentially.
Can I, Morin,
Yes.
before you do that, can I like turn to the soldier and say like, "Listen, I just cast Zone of Truth. He obviously didn't murder anybody."
I'm gonna let. You know what? Let's. I would like both of you guys to roll a d6 for me. Whoever gets the lower roll has priority in that moment. So,
Okay.
D6.
if Michael gets the lower roll, then silence went off, and you just kind of speak into nothingness. Not on you on this one, Volsteris.
Okay.
He did.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
Oriana
what happened.
does get those words off beforehand, and Warren, it is your decision whether or not you're going to go ahead and continue casting silence or not. But Oriana
He
speaks
waits.
first.
Yeah, he waits. I'll interrupt if I want to cast that. So that
The
was said to
guard
the knight.
says, "Yeah, I'm actually going to do kind of a strange roll here, and I'm really hoping that I roll poorly." All right, so let me see. This guard looks at Oriana, hearing that, and give me a persuasion, Oriana.
Yep. Well,
12.
All right. The guard says, "Yes, I heard. I don't know why your friend shook him, but anyways, stay in line."
he's a
And
strange man. Yeah.
he just kind
And
of,
that's the
looks
truth,
at everyone and
because
says,
I'm in Zone of Truth. Sorry, go ahead.
and he just says, "All of you stay in line," and like just to you guys, turns, does like a little kind of whistle, like the in between the teeth kind of whistle.
Yeah.
And his men are riding off from the direction that you guys actually were coming.
All right. I'm just gonna like turn to the group when they're out of earshot and be like, "What the fuck was that about?"
Yeah, when they're out of earshot, I'm going to say, Hey, Saurus Flinus, what the fuck was that about?
Simon is going to begin walking out of the circle, or the zone. How far does the zone stretch? 20 feet.
Yeah, I
Begin
think it's
walking
like
out of the
15 or 20
zone.
feet. I'm gonna say, hey, no.
He's going to begin
Come
attempting.
back. Come back. Come back here.
He's not
You're
stopping
telling us
based
the
on.
fucking truth.
Yeah, he's not stopping based on you telling him. He is walking out of the circle, and he says, "Those are the people who have been after me. I told you I have enemies." And
I'm gonna tell him.
after speaking that sentence, he has effectively left the zone. The zone doesn't break when you leave it, does it? Like it just stays there for what, an hour or concentration?
It stays there for 10 minutes.
All right, so Volceris is kind of
okay.
Volceris is like seeing a lot in his life, and he's like, he's not one to just take bullshit. And so while like this is happening, he's gonna be like, if you don't, he's like, son, if you don't get in this zone and you tell us what the hell is going on right now, you are out of this group. I already had a weird feeling about you. You were always kind of sneaky, and you were never forthcoming whatsoever. You either let us know what's going on right now, or you're out on your own.
Simon turns back and looks at you guys. He steps into the very edge of the zone as best as he can place it. And he says, "My name is Simon Lockhart. I was married to Claire Darling. She was the most beautiful soul that I'd ever met, and she saved me from myself. Her father never loved me. He saw me as a rapscallion. I came from a dark past. Of course, I'm a rogue."
Do we see that he's in the zone, or are we? Because we're looking at him pretty hard to see if he's like actually in it or if he's out. I think at this point,
he's in the zone. He is on the very, very edge of the zone, but he is within the zone.
We can tell he is in the zone.
So he is in the zone. You might be like a little bit. Your character might be like, I don't know for sure, but like he is in the zone. He says, "Lyle, darling, Claire's father did not want us to get married. He offered me a substantial settlement to breach our marriage and to leave forever. I took the settlement, used it to purchase what I thought would be a home for Claire and I, and that I would just steal her away in the night. I wrote a letter to her at her father's discretion. I left her the letter and was forced to leave town. My plan was to go back, and so I bought the property and I went back. And when I went back, she was gone, and her father was there with guards, saying that I had killed her. So I fled, and since then I've been on the run."
So you left
and
her.
then he takes one step back.
So I'm gonna be like, so
He's in the zone of truth for all that.
Yeah, I'm gonna start talking to him, but I'm gonna like point at him and like kind of like tell him to like step forward into the zone again, and like as I'm asking this question.
But
did he step back into the zone?
Not yet. He's waiting for your question.
Did he step back in? Because you said he stepped out.
Yeah,
he took one step back. He is waiting for your question before he determines whether or not he's going to step into the zone.
Okay. Let's see.
Simon, I have one question for you. You mentioned you didn't murder her, but that's not really a thing anymore, is it? Did you...
Happened while I was out of the town, this has been 16 years. While I was purchasing the property, death was eradicated. That's what slowed my return.
Do you know
She may,
where
she may
Claire
have been
is
killed.
right now? Do you know where Claire is right
don't.
now?
I do not. I've been searching for her for years, and I've heard no trace. I've seen no trace. I haven't been north of the Drolig Mountains
Wait, so
in 16 years now.
so this murder supposedly occurred after death was eradicated? Is that what we're saying? She might still be out there, basically.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think we don't know where
I-
Claire is, and I think Simon was falsely accused of the murder.
Okay.
He's staying out
I
of the
don't
circle.
know.
It's worth at least digging into.
If
Um,
I'm willing to
she
give
was
him
alive when I left,
I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt, but don't let your guard down. Is all I'm going to say. Just keep alert.
Ori's going to ask, did you ask Morshu about Claire?
I searched for her name.
And he didn't have it? Or
No.
You think that
Is he in the
Morshu could have
zone?
notified these people?
Hold on, is he in the zone while he's answering these?
You never said that again.
I don't think
He took the
Step
one
back
step
in.
out, and he's been standing on the outside.
He's not in the zone as he's answering this. These are
Not presently.
I'm gonna be
no.
like, these are useless.
and-
these are useless questions, fellas. We're wasting our time with this guy. I say we just kick him out.
it's not useless. Can I make an insight check to see if he's telling the truth?
Sure, you can do insight checks on the things that he's saying for sure.
Cool.
As long as the
That would be a 24.
he's answering the questions.
Ooh, nice.
What was the specific, like just the most recent few sentences? Or?
Yeah, just trying to get
I
a
can't remember the last
read
thing
of-
he said.
The last thing he said was, I asked about searching or asking Morshu about Claire.
Oh, okay. Yes. You can tell that he was being genuine in that moment, and you can tell that since he has stepped out of the circle, he's hidden kind of tone, but he appears to be genuine and everything.
Yeah.
To answer whose question? To answer Volceris's question when he was saying, did she die like after death was eradicated? He turns to Volceris. I don't know. She was alive when I left. Death was still a thing when I left the town and wrote the note. It was probably a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks that I was gone. While I was traveling is when death was eradicated.
It was only a
upon my return.
It was only a 1 or 2 week period. That's some bad luck, bud. So you really don't know. I think there's a pretty good chance that this person is still alive.
Yeah.
So
I'm willing to give you the benefit of the
because
doubt.
I never saw the body.
But I will just let you know right here now, I think we're going to be keeping our eye on you just because you've been so reluctant to answer our questions to the best of your ability. But I think we're willing to help you out, but we're going to be
May I ask you a question?
Sure.
In what way have I been reluctant to answer your questions?
You stepped out of the zone of truth.
I have answered everything.
What?
I would like the ability to dodge questions if I need to.
I know, but that's what I mean. You're not. I'm willing to stand in,
Everyone has their
I'm
secret.
like, dude, I'm standing in the zone of truth. I'm like, I'm willing to answer any question that anybody has for me, and I feel like you should too, and I feel like all of us should at this moment if we're gonna continue. If we're gonna continue.
Volceris, as you say that, Ori turns to you and says, Volceris, do you want to fuck me?
I'm gonna be like, and I'm gonna look at her and be like, a little bit, just be like,
Yeah. Okay. So the zone of truth works.
just be like,
so
just a little bit, yeah.
She has a disgusted look on her face, but
I mean,
she figured,
But
she
you
figured
know-
that would prove the
Simon
zone of truth
looking
works.
at
I'm being very truthful. I definitely want to fuck you.
I know.
There's no doubt about that. So
No, I didn't need a
Simon
zone
looks
of
at
truth.
Volceris. And
wait,
actually,
who?
I do want Nick. Simon looks at you, Volceris.
Simon.
Nick, roll a persuasion check for me. Yeah, roll a persuasion check for me, Nick.
Okay. 10. Not good. Basic.
Simon,
Average, right?
looking at you, Simon, Simon takes one step back into the zone of truth and says, "So, why do you have powers of people who don't seem to be around anymore?"
And I'll be like, well, because I'm one of a kind, I suppose. But I'll be honest, I definitely get a vibe off of you people, each and every one of you, and I'm kind of like turning to every person in our group right now and be like, and even you, Simon, even if I'm going to be watching you closely, you're the one I'm the least convinced by, but I think we could all do some really interesting work together, and I would like to see where this story goes. So I'm game, but I suggest everyone else, and I'm going to be kind of looking at like Ori and Warren and being like, we need to keep an eye on him and possibly even each other, and just be very honest with ourselves and know if somebody's being a benefit or an obstacle. Because what we're about to do, we can't afford anybody that's going to be in our way.
So Morin's then gonna pipe up and say, "Look, guys, we're at a crossroads. Or look, you friends, we're at a crossroads. We are gonna move forward now, and I've been feeling about ready to share some of my past with you all. But I'll be honest, I'm not gonna do it if I." And he's gonna point at Simon. If I can't trust that you're gonna be truthful with me, and he's gonna point at Volceris and say, or if I think you might rat me out for something. And it's like, we're gonna have to all just be together.
I'm gonna
not
look at
making accusations.
I'm gonna look at I'm gonna look at Morin and be like, and like kind of like this, like, dude, I wouldn't do that shit, kind of look. It's like
he's
like,
saying
dude,
it.
it's
He's
like,
saying
dude,
it
I would
lightly,
never,
but
that kind of look. That's the look you're getting.
He's saying it lightly, but seriously, he's like, it wasn't like a serious accusation. But he's like, we gotta, if we're gonna trust each other, we're gonna trust each other.
Damn straight.
I'm about there,
Simon,
but I need that from everyone, or I'm not gonna share.
Damn straight. And I kind of look at like Ori to kind of like maybe be the trifecta here to tie us all together and decide if we want to keep Simon on the team, if we trust him enough or not to be a part of this group.
As you look my way, Ori just kind of chimes in and says, "Listen, it's clear we all have a lot of shit. We all have a lot of baggage, and we have histories that we aren't proud of or that we want to hide. But in a way, what y'all are saying is true. That's kind of what's brought us together in this weird way. I thought I was just going to be a loner for the rest of my life, but I'm hanging out with you three weirdos. So I think it's probably about time we go to that tavern, we buy a round of drinks, and we start talking.
And I'll be like,
without the zone of truth.
I'll like nod my head in agreement and be like, bring it in, everybody. Like want everybody to like get a group hug.
I'm not going to bring it in.
I'm bringing it in. Come on. I'm like getting physical with Ori. I'm like kind of grabbing at her ass, and I'm like, come on, like and I'm like, bring it in. I'm like waving at Simon.
She's gonna stab you in the butt cheek with the rapier that she's holding with her tail.
The tail rapier.
And I'm just gonna have to walk it
Simon
off. So I'm gonna be
looks
quiet
at the
for a while in the background, just walking off this stab wound.
I didn't say we were at a level of trust yet, but we're gonna get there.
The
Bard's gonna say
and says,
Go ahead, Simon.
have our secrets. Each one of us, all people have their secret. But if you want to know the truth, ask me. Ask me if while I was out of the circle, if a single thing I said was a lie, or if it was all the truth. Ask. I'll answer.
He's in the circle right now.
Trust me that Aboleth is trust. He is in the circle.
All right, who wants to do the honors?
Morin's just gonna cross his arms.
Or he's crossing her arms.
Like, all right, did you tell us any lies?
No. Only the truth.
And I'll kind of like impressed. I'll look over at Ori and more and be like, I think he's in.
Morin's just say from here on, we have to trust each other no matter how bad it is, no matter how bad it seems. I'll tell you all now in this zone of truth that I've done about as bad as what he was accused of. And you have to, I'm trusting you, and I expect you to trust me. And I'll give you details as time goes on, and maybe sooner rather than later, but I need you to trust me too.
And Ori says, listen, I'm not going to cast Zone of Truth on any of you three again. Unless I have to. But I don't plan on it.
Next time I'll cast silence so that we can't answer.
If it gets too heavy and we're like, you think more, and if you think it's about to get violent, like people are about to just start throwing hands, like pulling each other's weaves out and shit, you should just cast Cone of Silence and just like freeze that shit in its tracks. You know what I mean? So that's what you do. We don't cast Zone of Truth anymore.
We know what we gotta
right?
do.
But Zone of Silence, if it's getting too crazy, you just cast that shit and we'll just quiet right on down. You understand?
At that point now.
All right. Well,
wait, is Jonathan with us?
Video's out. Jonathan, is your voice still in?
Okay, there you
are.
Yeah, I am.
All right.
I was just kicking off the video because I was lagging.
So Ori's going to say, all right, Volceris, how about that round of drinks?
Damn straight. Where are we compared to the tavern at this point?
You're like a 3-minute walk. You're pretty close at this point. So you guys walk up, and in front of you is a 3-story building that has a little hanging placard that says, or that names the location as Parker's Bar and Sleepery. And I assume you guys enter into the bar. Tavern.
Yeah. All right. I've got my arms around Ori and more, and like as much as they'll allow me, and I'll be like, all right, fellas, we're gonna have a fucking blast tonight. Everything's on me tonight. Woo!
As Volceris is yelling this, and Ori is reluctantly letting him put his arm around her. Perception check as I walk into the tavern just to see like what's going on.
With the tavern or what?
Yeah, just like the goings on inside of the tavern.
Yeah,
that'd be a 25.
Maybe we should all. Ooh, that's a good one. Nice.
I'm very perceptive.
You are. You
right.
are extremely perceptive.
So with all right, with the 25, you see that there's a couple of small patches of, it looks like, day laborers. You guys got here kind of into the afternoonish time after spending time with Morshu. It's kind of evening, getting a little later now. You see some day laborers who are just covered in sawdust, and they're just kind of sitting in their own little tables and just being like, loud and obnoxious. The bar in front of you, with a half orc woman who is standing behind the bar holding one of those like bar cleaning rags, and she's scrubbing the shit out of one spot on this bar. And let's see, what else do we see here? You see a few tables that are just kind of empty spaces, and you see a stairwell towards the back that leads up to the upper floors. And with that roll, there's, to your immediate right is kind of a partition, so you can see that there's like fire, kind of like fire flicker kind of shadows being cast on the walls on the other side of this partition. And with that excellent perception over the din that is kind of being made in this area, you do hear just this gentle, shallow breathing. It's slightly labored, slightly shallowed breathing coming from the other side of the partition, and a little bit of like just humming, essentially, just coming from that other side of the partition. And the occasional like thank you kind of sounds like. And that's pretty much what you see. It's fairly well lit in here. Simple furnishings. A single candle on each table.
So I will pat Morn and Volceris on the back and say, "All right, why don't y'all go get us some drinks and find a table? I'll be right there."
Yeah. Leave that up to me, and I'll go up to the bar and like demand the finest.
Barnes with listeners.
Yeah, I'm gonna like demand the finest drinks that they have.
Yeah.
Like, what's the best thing you got in this establishment?
The half-orc woman looks up at you, and just with this like gruff, like strangely like high-pitched but low kind of gruff sound, she says, "Well, that would be probably just the standard, I suppose. They're all good."
All right, give me 3 of those.
Here's some of the stuff.
Give me 3 of the standards.
4.
All right.
And I'll like look at Moore and be like, standard. And I'm like trying to like bump up everybody, and like nobody's like doing it with me, and I like slowly like see myself out. I'm like, standard.
And Moran's going to say,
I wait
I
for
think
my
we
drink.
have 4 of these.
Behind her.
Don't we have 4 drinks here? Don't we have Simon still? Isn't he around?
Yeah. Wait. Okay, so
Simon
what
is
is
sitting quietly towards the door.
Yeah, so Jonathan, if Simon's gonna be around, he needs to be around.
Yeah. I guess
Okay.
quick meta question.
I'm actually.
Are you gonna play Simon for the rest of the campaign?
Or if you were trying to get rid of him and we ruined it.
That's
Yeah.
kind of what I was trying to do. I was like trying to give us a way to get rid of him, because I was like, I'd rather just have player characters, in the DM, I mean, I
personally think
do-
Jonathan's been doing
Gotcha.
great playing him though. But
Well,
I could go either way.
no, he's so caught up, and this is no criticism because like this is how you should be, but it's like you're caught up in the NPCs of the world you created, not like a PC that somebody else created, So like that's hard to like.
So, an answer to the meta question. My answer to the meta question is I will almost certainly not be carrying him throughout the rest of the campaign. I will be having him, at some point leave, but I'm working on precisely how I want that to happen to make sure that the important notes are kind of hit. The things that would be important for him to have covered, essentially. So yeah, he's not going to be around, and my apologies. I'm not going to have him be like particularly in the group as far as PC interactions go, just because it is very difficult to keep track of all the NPCs while also keeping track of a PC.
Yeah, exactly.
So
But that's what I'm
I'm
thinking.
gonna
Because,
let
like,
him just
to be
kind
honest
of
with
be
you,
fairly quiet unless it's something in particular.
well, so this is my thing. Because, like, I don't see John or Brian coming back. I don't see him doing it. Like, even though we left the door open, I don't think it's gonna happen. So, I was kind of thinking like the sooner we get rid of him, probably the better. Because like until then, he's just gonna be like a weird mechanic in the background that we all forgot about, and then all of a sudden he like shoots an arrow and kills somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know, like you know what I mean. So like I wanted to
Oh,
be.
Let's just not leave it open to interpretation. Is all.
So,
That's my only request. Is if he's gonna officially depart.
I would
like, can
rather.
you just
I'd
make it,
rather
like,
I'd rather we
yeah.
see him off almost because like if he's not played by somebody, you know, unless you want to do
That's
something.
fine. I just mean let's not leave it up to the question. Like I couldn't
Yeah.
tell if like we were supposed to essentially get rid of him there,
Yeah.
or like that's the only thing. I don't want it to cause infighting
don't
because
worry.
we're kind of thinking about a meta thing. Is all.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm going to treat him like a PC
Yeah,
until
don't-
he's departs.
Yes, perfect. I love it. Yeah, he is going to leave in a way that is unquestionably, oh, he is no longer here.
Cool.
So
Okay. All right.
it's going to be obvious.
Okay. So I'm gonna
So just as a side note,
Jonathan and everybody else, I'm gonna role play with Simon and just kind of like see what we can get out of him narratively, and you know it might be interesting, and play him like I know him,
That's
and
basically
then,
what I've been thinking.
and
too.
then maybe he departs, and then maybe it's like we see him later on down the road, or you know whatever. So, but we have like we built that bridge.
Right.
You know that character's in this world now, kind of thing.
yeah, potentially.
That's what
yeah.
I figured.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the moment, yeah, it'll be really definitive whenever he leaves.
I like that.
No worries on that.
That'll be good.
But you guys, I know that Roger, before you asked that question, I think there was something that somebody was trying to do. Okay, so buying drinks. If you're getting 4 rounds, then that's going to be
I'm
2
getting-
silver per, which is going to be a total of 8 silver.
Wait, we're getting 4 rounds? Oh yeah. Oh, I keep forgetting about Simon.
No,
Okay, yeah. So 4 rounds. Like, all
he's
right,
there.
4 rounds of your finest. How much is that?
All right. She turns around. She reaches under her ale. It's going to be a total of 8 silver.
8
She
silver.
reaches
What's-
around,
Ron's gonna
grabs.
slide a hand.
Hey,
Slide a hand check. He's gonna.
hey. So I'm gonna annoy the fuck out of y'all with this. But what's the exchange rate?
And a 1. But before you do anything,
10.
Lauren wants to roll a sleight of hand check.
Wait.
because-
So if I do 1 gold, it's 10 silver.
Yes.
You said it's 6. It's 6 to pay for these drinks.
There's 4 people.
Dude, y'all
It's a total
are
of 8.
y'all are cheap.
Nick, are you drunk?
Y'all are cheap dates. All right, I'm gonna pay for it.
So as
Okay.
he goes to pay, stop for a second, and Morin's gonna roll a sleight of hand, and he's basically just gonna like secretly give him his silver back, put it into his. He's gonna attempt to.
No,
pay for it
no,
himself, 'cause
I'm
he's
gonna
like,
scoop it
you
away.
don't
I'll be
know
like,
it.
I'll be like,
No,
your
you
money's
don't know
not.
it.
I'll be like,
No,
stop
no,
it.
no.
I'll be like, your money's not good
You gotta
here.
let me do my. No.
No, Volceris,
This is
you
a
can't
sleight of
see
hand.
it.
Roll your
Can't see.
Yeah.
Wait,
Sleight of
roll
hand,
your
and I
sleight
have
of hand for
I
proficiency.
me,
have to roll
Michael.
a sleight of hand. 10.
Just
No,
me.
you do not.
And I have proficiency.
Michael
Oh,
is
I
rolling
got
sleight of hand.
14. I got 14. He got 10.
Oh, I got 24 because I have
Okay,
proficiency.
well,
No, wait, you got
Don't roll it
advantage.
anyway.
Wait, you
you're-
got advantage.
Hold on.
That's bullshit. You got 10 the first
Hold
time.
on.
Oh crap! Is proficiency different from
All right,
advantage?
so give me
Sorry.
1 second. Proficiency is different from advantage. Yeah, proficiency is just
my
saying that you get to add your proficiency bonus. Give me 1 second.
Oh crap!
I'm
My
gonna
bad. I only got
do.
a 10.
I'm gonna look at the actual. At the end of the day, you got a 10. Okay. What is
Wait,
Wait,
your
really? Wait, so that 24
perception,
wasn't.
No.
Nick?
Huh?
No, it'd probably be. Sorry,
But you don't get to
John.
roll anyway, Nick. I was a sleight of hand check that you didn't know about.
I did a sleight of hand check too. I thought
on.
you said.
No. So Nick, you weren't actively contesting anything because it was something that was attempted to be done secretly. So it would have been. It's up against your passive perception, which is I think at least an 11 or 12. So yes, you would have seen it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I have a
Okay,
15.
so
I have a 15 perception.
He notices. Swat that away. Okay, so that works. So that means that you did notice and you did swat it away. You did not accept the silver.
Yeah.
You get the 4
no,
drinks.
I'll be like, no, you're gonna pay me with your personal training later, remember? And I'm gonna like swat it away and like pay for it and be like, just remember, I really want like a big chest and some big, I want like some muscles, some beach muscles, And that's what I'm like telling Morin. That's what I want to work on. And I'm like paying for his drinks. All right, so that's what's happening right now.
Just throws his hands up.
You
in
guys
defeat.
get the drinks. Is everyone drinking them?
Well, Ori stayed behind,
Alright.
and she wants to check out the partition.
That's right. I'm
So
gonna
I
say
guess-
that you do collect your drink from the bar at the very least, and then go to the partition. Is that okay?
That's fair. Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
So I'm going
we-
to just
We're
attempt
all
to like
drinking it.
peek into the partition in a very sneaky manner.
Okay. So yeah, it's just kind of a partition, like just a little wall essentially. So you peek around the wall. You nobody really notices or sees you. So I'm not gonna make you roll for stealth. The people on this side of the partition, like the one that you're on, they obviously can see you. You poke around your head and you see. Let me pull this up really quick. You see. Let's see. So as you poke your head around the corner, you actually, the first thing that you notice, even before you actually see something, is right as you're approaching the corner, the smell of like aged tea brushes up against your nose. You hear a gentle, labored breathing, and sitting in a luxurious armchair right across from the fireplace, you see a very old human woman. She's almost completely bald, but for the scant wisps of bone white hair that just puff up from her liver spotted scalp.
Ew.
And across from her
Ew.
is it's kind of a medium short sized dwarfen woman who is sitting in a chair across from her, kind of right beside her. This dwarven woman is holding her hand and just kind of chatting to her, and just occasionally kind of giving her a little bit of food. This older woman has frail, thin hands and just kind of fragilely laying there in the armchair. That's
So is
what
it-
you see.
Is this one of those
Can I
like?
make out what they're saying?
Yeah. So the younger dwarven woman is saying, she's just speaking, it seems like, about her day. She's saying things along the lines of like, yeah, the yard was busy today, and to the effect of, we got a pretty good haul. And the old woman is, oh, that's great, sweetie. That's wonderful to hear. And the young woman saying, well, how was your day? And the old
sorry.
woman just responding. Just very simple, idle chat.
Okay. Cool. I think Ori would probably see this and just kind of go back to the table with
Dip.
everybody else.
Dip out.
Yeah. For now, at
right.
least.
All right.
She sits down
Yeah.
and says,
So you
all
guys-
right.
So is that kind of like one of those
I do wanna
dividers,
say-
like one of those like Chinese looking, like accordion style dividers where they, you know what I'm talking about, like the room dividers, where you can kind of like fold them all together.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, is it kind of like that she peeked behind?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more like just a half wall. It's
Yeah.
just, it used to be 2, now it's 1, and they just kind of, they didn't break down the entire wall because
If we weren't looking for
they
it,
wanted structure.
if we weren't looking for it, we probably wouldn't have seen those two little ladies talking.
Oh no, you absolutely would have. Like as soon as you get like deep into the like once you guys hit the bar, the actual bar area, and you look over to the side, you see the fireplace, you see the women talking. It's just you can't see them at the front door. They're a little tucked away from like kind of the noise is all.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I'm gonna say really quick, just to let you guys know, for everyone who has, I'm assuming everyone is drinking their drink. It is very, very thick, like almost like tree sap style thick, and it takes. It's a struggle to swallow, but it tastes great. It's just very viscous.
I'll be right back. Jesus.
Yeah, I really have to go pee. Real quick, how late do we want to go? I'm fine for like 10:30 or 11.
You want to go for like another hour, like till 11 o'clock or something? Like 11 o'clock Central?
It is up to y'all. Jonathan?
Okay.
Sound good?
I'm good with 10:30 to 11. Like if 11,
Yeah.
11 would be a
Let's
hard.
Let's do one more hour.
I was thinking we'll
Take it
probably
30
just have
minutes.
like a conversation.
An hour,
in the tavern
yeah.
and then
30
call
minutes,
it up.
an hour, you know, something. You know.
I think I can do another 30 minutes.
Hey Nick, can you roll a persuasion check for me?
all right, let's do it. I don't have any.
I think Nick's gonna have to roll some constitution checks here, honestly.
No!
All right. We're going 30 minutes.
10:30. Damn it! Oh, it wasn't meant to be. Oh, horrible. Wait, no. Hold on. I did luck. I did lucky. I can roll again. You ready? What was it? Persuasion?
I think that's what he said.
8. Better than a 2. Maybe like 10:35.
What you been drinking tonight, Nick?
Mostly beer.
No, I mean like what specifically?
So something I've been really enjoying lately is Avondale Spring Street Saison. I've gotten this a lot lately. I really like it. Very good.
Okay, nice. I love Avondale, the Battlefield IPA. I'm a fan of
Yeah. Hey, Jonathan, at some point I want you to come visit me again because I want to take you and we need to go like brewery hopping and stuff. I think you'll.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think you will have a blast because, like, dude, I'm telling you, we didn't like do anything because, like, when did you come again? It was cold, right? Or
it wasn't cold. It was around November-ish.
yeah, that's pretty cold. Like,
and during coronavirus, so
right? Yeah, dude.
It was chilly.
No, you need to come up right now because right now it's summer. And like everybody's out and they're doing things, and like we need to go brewery hopping, and I need to take you to Avondale, especially if you like some Avondale beer, and I can introduce you to some more. And like, dude, when you go to a store and you see Avondale beers, you'll see like their best or like their top 3 like staples. But when you go to the brewery, there are like 8 more that like they only have there. You know what I mean? And they're like seasonal and you know all these,
awesome.
It's great. So yeah, no, seriously, come up and we have like awesome food trucks and stuff here. Like this is something that I wanted Michael and Dina to experience because like every time they come here, it's been during the winter and it's like when nobody's out and about. And so I'm like, I think Dina and Michael picture Alabama to be like Russia or something because it's like it's always during the winter and nobody's doing anything and like it's just frigid and horrible. And I'm like, I want them to come during the summer or the spring and we can like take the dogs out and like get in the river. You know what I mean? Like show them what's fun in Alabama, you know? But like Michael and Dina always come in the winter and it's like fucking like Russia in this bitch and it's miserable.
You're talking like I've never been
if
to
only
Alabama.
Michael, Yeah, if only Michael has been in Alabama during summer.
I know. I just got experience at Alabama summer.
I just meant like since we don't like, dude, because like Michael's. It's funny because Michael lives so far away, like possibly as far away as he can get in the United States, like the continental United States. He's like really tried his damnedest to get like, but like we see each other more often than like anybody else. It's so weird, dude. I'm telling you, dude. I see.
Really weird.
It's pretty cool. So anyway, wait, what even is that? What is that? Like an ice cream or something?
What the fuck knows?
I thought it was pineapple, but it did not look like
Mango
pineapple.
sorbet, Nick.
I'm drinking
Sorbet.
some ranch water.
Sorbet.
You know what happens if
Nice.
you know what happens if you take ranch dressing and you water it down? You get ranch water.
Ew. Are you drinking that? Is that
You know what
actually,
Stinger
is that
really
actually what
loves?
it is?
No.
What is it? What does it taste like?
Ra-
Is it,
Well, an actual ranch water is tequila, tonic, and lime.
I know. Oh.
But this is a like a hard seltzer made to taste like ranch water. So, yeah. Anyway,
okay, so I
All right,
rolled.
we're going to hang out in a little bit here, so I can do another like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, let's
Yep,
do.
sounds
good.
We're going to 10:30.
yeah, let's do another hour.
Yeah.
Till midnight. Civic time. Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, let's do 10:30. That works.
All right, let me get another beer
Okay,
and we can get
10:30.
started.
Okay. Do you guys have anything that y'all want to say in just
I do.
the immediate meantime?
Um,
I don't know how much I'm ready to share about my character. I don't know if I'm ready to lay it all out there or anything. That's my only real thing.
well, then do whatever
You-
feels comfortable.
I mean,
man.
You
It's your
yeah,
character.
you don't have
I
to
know,
say anything. I mean, honestly,
I mean, all I'm saying is I hadn't thought about it,
things will come
how
out
much I
in the
want to
next
share yet. So now I'm like, crap,
Sure.
I'll figure it out as we go.
Then just feel it in the moment. You know,
But this
live as if
If
you
it
are
helps
the
you with
character.
this. So if it helps out at all, I consider the fact that Roger had Zone of Truth.
you doing, though, bud?
Simon would not have divulged any of that if he hadn't been stuck in a corner with friends who are currently helping him out. He would have been like, "Oh, I'm just gonna dodge this and assume that everybody goes along with me in the whole hey, wink, wink. I have
Yeah.
scary enemies, so let's move on." But then Zone of Truth, he was like, "Wink, wink, don't let me die."
It's kind of weird
So,
because
anyways.
I did I originally don't know really why I cast Zone of Truth. I thought it was kind of just a impulse decision, but yeah, that was really well played.
It made a good.
It was a good one.
Like,
it was a good move.
yeah, Simon doing that, and then I was like, and then I
It
was,
was-
and then I was like, obviously because of what Simon has said, he didn't murder anybody. So
Yeah,
that
I was going to cast silence because I didn't want to expose him. Even though I didn't fully trust him, I was like, oh shit, I have more.
that
Ma-
would have been a
man.
little more suspicious, though.
Well, I was out of ideas.
Yeah, I
so-
was like,
Yeah, no,
I
that's
think, yeah,
Yeah,
it was convincing.
So when Nick
that
was
would have been
doing-
that would have been potentially a fight right there.
Yeah,
Well, it might have been,
Um,
but I was like, I was trying to,
Yeah.
yeah, anyway.
no, it was good.
okay. So,
So you guys are all enjoying your incredibly thick ale,
Thick ale.
and
thick ale.
I'll say that you're sitting kind of mid.
What would
tavern.
you What would you
You're able to
describe
see the
if you
door
could
and the
describe?
stairs and everything.
Hold on, if you could describe those drinks as being something that you've actually drank before in your life, what would it be like? Good or
Like
bad?
It'd be like if you stuck Andy Gator into a liquid nitrogen to get it real, and then drank it like you drinking Andy Gator -10 Celsius.
But that's frozen.
So,
But it's like this.
like
You turn it upside down
It
and
tastes
it like
good if you
doesn't
like
quite
that.
fall slowly. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I guess as helps down our drinks. Right. Well, I opened up a little bit to Morin earlier, but the reason I went to Morshoe was because I I'm out for revenge for some people who did me wrong and my family wrong, and I tracked somebody down. I got a list of names. I killed them as much as you can after death had been eradicated, and that was the list of names I gave to Morshoe. So that's my story.
Well, thanks for sharing. But
Wait, who?
like I say, I don't fully understand.
Did I
You
hear
said
all
you
this? Did
got the
Volceris hear all
names.
this, or was it just Morin?
No, that was when you were back in the. Well, so I told this to Morin when you were back with Morshoe, but now I
Okay.
am telling it to you in the tavern.
Oh, so you hear me now in the tavern, or you're talking to me now in the
Yes.
tavern? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So, so you said you found people. Why did you kill them? Who were they? Sorry, you said you killed them. Who were they?
So I'll write it down. You don't have to worry about writing it down.
Okay.
So some shitty things were done to me and my family when I was a kid, and they were done by a certain group of people.
Mm-hmm.
And so as I grew older, I went out on my own. I shaved off my horns, and I looked for this group of people. I found one. I interrogated him, and I got this list of names. And so I am currently out for revenge.
You already killed them, or you're still looking for more information and find your revenge.
I'm looking for this list of people. I found one person who told me some things, but he was pretty low on the totem pole, as they say. So
You have 5 names now, and those are the 5 people you're looking for, but there's maybe more.
correct.
I can understand that. I believe in justice and Jonathan.
Yeah. Well, with I don't know. When I'm talking to Ori, I'm gonna be like, that makes sense. If anybody is willing to hurt you, baby doll, I wouldn't be able to stand it. So I'm gonna. We got to take these people out.
She just does this thing and says, "I'll let the baby doll slide."
You're the best, baby doll.
Oh, don't fucking push it.
Jonathan, were you gonna interrupt? Were you gonna say something right in the middle of that? You're muted.
Yeah, for some reason, like my system's going really slow. I was just trying to say 6 names on that list. And actually given him an incomplete list. There are 6 names total.
Yeah.
I assumed that you were being completely truthful in that moment. If you weren't, my apologies.
No, you're good. I forgot that. Yeah, so I have 6 names on this list, and Morshoe gave me info on 5 of them.
Nice. Very nice. So,
I'll say it. Go ahead.
well, I think, Ori, we paid him between the two of us a pretty hefty amount of money. You would think he's a pretty savvy businessman. You would think at some point we could probably make a wager with him to get some discounted rates at a certain bulk price, if you know what I mean.
Perhaps he did kind of stick to his guns as far as not giving discounts, but
I know he's
I tried.
This boy, he has a stick up his ass, and I think we need to work on wedging that sucker out, if you know what I mean.
Well, that's a visceral metaphor, but
I just think, I think like against all
businessman.
obstacles, we just need to tear it out. You know what I mean? Just like it doesn't matter what's trying to hold it in. We need to just rip it out.
Just continuing with the metaphor. Wow. Yeah, I think we've probably gotten all we can from Morshu.
You might be right. I think we can sweeten the deal a little bit, and I think we can get a little bit more out of our little fuzzy friend.
Volceris and Ori puts her hand on your shoulder the first time she has voluntarily touched
And I'll like
you.
you'll see my face, and I'll like kind of like glow up. I'm like happy, like that she's touching me like that. I'm like excited, you know. I'm like really, I'm all ears. I just want to hear what she has to say right now. I'm just like,
She puts her hand on your shoulder and she says, Volceris, I think that you think you're way more charismatic than you actually are. And she kind of just like pats you on the back, and then
you don't really think that, baby doll. Come on, bring it in.
I really do think that you have used your baby doll quota for the night. Morin.
Fair enough.
Morin. Michael,
where you at, dude?
Well, he's been trying to chime in for like 10 minutes.
You've been on mute, you loser. Take it off mute. You have it on mute. You're like trying to talk to us. I'm like, I've been trying to butt it.
I cast silence on myself
fault.
again. All right, Morin's gonna cast silence on the whole table.
Or he's like, can I still play my lute through silence?
Nope.
You cannot. A horn though. That can. No. So basically, so Morin's gonna after Ori shared, he's gonna say, look, I get your want for revenge here. I'll share a little bit, but I'd like to know more, because at this point I think we're all kind of in sharing some of our goals. But I believe that revenge can be an appropriate punishment, and I'm fully on board. That's why I didn't question our new friend Simon here on his motives, because there can be some legitimate reasons there, and if we're choosing to join each other, then we have to respect that. So my background is, look, I was a monk in a society that worshipped torture, and so there was a lot of terrible things going on, and I took a lot of part of that. I'll share my story with you guys as I have it myself, but I've done some things that I wasn't a big fan of, and for now I'll just say I'm not part of that anymore. But I still believe in some of the aspects of it. And so I can get behind that sentiment of doling out some of that justice.
So is this like a sex cult?
Not quite, but I won't say it's unrelated.
Oh.
They weren't mutually exclusive, was what you're saying.
Gonna say humans are humans, and we have some strong drivers, and we can be weak. I wouldn't expect either of you to fully understand that, but
you don't expect me to fully understand that? I'd be like, I'll challenge you. I'll challenge you to a boner off. Yeah. I'm gonna challenge him to like a constitution check. Let's see who can get the biggest boner.
Ori puts her hand on your shoulder again.
I'll make it worse for him.
And says, Volceris, just stop while you're not ahead.
Little did you know, you sent him to 110% power there. So
yeah, I'm like feeling on her ass a little bit. I'm like, I get advantage on all these checks.
So anyway, Morin's like, he'll share more later. I might share pieces of my story, but that's where I come from. I still need to figure out exactly what it is I want out of all of this, but I do know that I've put a lot of people into permanent suffering who don't deserve it, and I need to somehow make that right, but I don't know exactly what I'm doing yet. So for right now, some justice, I could dole it out.
I like that. I'm good with that.
Bring that.
Yeah.
All right, Volceris, I am hesitant to ask, but what brings you here?
What do you mean?
Really quick, I do want to cut in for a half a second. Um, Nick, I'm assuming that you have had a decent amount to drink and potentially a decent amount to smoke as well. Um, so keep that in mind as you formulate your answer here. That like you may end up overindulging in character. But yeah, so just think about it as you go.
Right. Okay. What you thinking? What you got for me, Jonathan? Did you have like something in mind?
I don't have anything. I was just letting you
I-
know, like, since you are very much in an on state right now,
Right.
and so I was just wanting you to make sure that you know, like, not to just be like my character just my entire backstory if that's not actually what you want.
Well, have I
Keep in mind that you're in an altered state.
Yeah, right. No. Do you feel like I've exposed anything about myself so far that I shouldn't have,
No,
Okay.
you're all set. It's just you're about to go into your backstory, I assume, and so I just
Nah,
wanted to give you that
not really.
preface just to be like, hey,
Yeah, no,
just recognize.
I'm not really going to.
Well,
I'm
All
just.
right.
What do you mean?
You're not gonna
like? No, I mean like. So you asked like,
Or-
what brought you here? So I'm gonna be like, what do you mean? You're gonna ask me some more specific. I have no idea what you're talking about. What do you mean? What brought me here?
So Ori replies, "Well, we obviously, well, at least most of us have some kind of determination to do something, some reason that has brought us here into this group. I'm a fucking loner, but I'm hanging out with you clowns because I have something that I want to accomplish. So, why are you here?"
I don't even really understand the question, to be honest with you. What do you
What
mean?
is motivating you to be here?
What do you mean? What is motivating me to be here? We were told that we had an opportunity to bring death back for the past 15 years. I don't know if you've noticed, you two, but we've been living in a fucking nightmare. Death no longer exists. The best you can hope for is an existence of pain and suffering. Okay. So yeah, I would like to change that. And it seems like we've come across a potential avenue to achieve that goal. So, excuse me if I am very adamant to get that achieved and bring balance back into the world. So, what do you think? Yeah, of course I'm motivated to do this mission. Why are y'all here? Is that not a motivation for y'all?
You
Simon
just wanna die?
looks up from his
Is
drink
that-
and says, up from his drink momentarily and says, I'm on the run because I'm wanted for a murder I didn't commit. Why are you on the run, Volceris? I notice you drink. How damn do you drink?
Yeah, drink. I enjoy drink. I'm not necessarily on the run. What do you mean I'm on the run? I'm enjoying my life. I'm hanging out with people that I want to hang out with, and I believe in what we're doing. Why do I have to have a ulterior motive? Is it because you do? Are you projecting a guilty conscience on me right now, Simon? Is that what's happening?
I don't think there's any other ulterior motives here. We're just asking why you want to bring death back. It's either because you want to kill somebody or because you want to die.
It's either one of those. Have y'all not seen how disturbing life is ever since death has been gone? There's been a have y'all taken a hike outside of y'all's, your fucking bricked houses, your stone castles? Do y'all ever step outside for a moment and see what's going on in the real world? It is fucking
do you know who you're
chaos.
talking to?
I don't think I do, because you don't understand why I want to bring death back. Of course, that should be a common goal for all of us. It's been a clear problem from day one, and it's been 15 goddamn years, and I'm fucking sick of it. Are y'all not? Am I fucking crazy? Am I taking clown pills right now? I'm just going ape shit. I'm just like, do y'all understand how crazy this has been? This has been horrible. We need to correct it now. There's an imbalance in the world.
I'm gonna cast Charm Person on Volceris.
Okay.
So
Wait,
so
do I
Volcy,
notice
you're
do
gonna
I
have to-
do I notice the spell being cast?
Yes, you have to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I have pretty good wisdom, so
No, well, we'll
kind
see.
of like your perception checks where you just see every fucking thing. You get,
Very
dude.
perceptive.
Okay, so Roger got like a 26 earlier, and he did not yell out. He did not when he got it. He did not yell out nat 20. So if he got a 26,
Because I didn't get a nat 20.
exactly. So if he got a 26, that means he at least got a 7 as his like buffer, as his like bonus. And I'm like I was thinking about that. And I was like, he has to, like, if he just got a 19, he got a 26. And I was like, damn.
Make a Wisdom saving throw for me.
You motherfucker. I have a pretty good wisdom though.
I know you do. You'll probably beat it.
We'll
but
see.
It's fine.
Oh, 24, baby.
Yep. Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. So
I think
you are
just
not
no
charmed by me.
effect.
Yeah, no effect.
Nice. Okay, cool. All right. Fuck you.
Listen, I'm just trying to get you to open
Right.
up, all right?
I've been an open book from day one. You just ask me what you want to know, and I'll tell you. I trust all you except for him. And I like kind of point at Simon. I'm like, I'm not so sure about this one.
I mean, we're literally asking you what is motivating you, and you're not telling us.
I've been an open book. What do y'all want to know? What do you mean?
Simon takes that cue of you saying that you don't really trust him. He says, "All right, well, I'm retiring to bed then, and I'll let you guys learn of each other. So good night." And he gets up and walks to the bar, speaks to the half-orc bartender for a moment, exchanges some coin, and goes upstairs.
Well, serious. I'd like to know a bit more about you then. I get your motivations. This world sucks ass. But
Right.
As Morin is asking that, I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth again on this fucking table.
And I'll be like, I thought you weren't going to cast that ever again. I thought we were past this.
Well, you're dodging our questions, man.
I'm not dodging anything. I've been open for anything you've wanted to ask me.
Is that a lie?
That is not a lie. Have I lied to y'all once?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
Give me all right, ask me any question. What do y'all want to know?
Morin?
I'd just like to know more about your background.
Ask him a specific question.
Are we at the bar?
That
Or
he can't. Yeah, we're at the bar.
Why can you shapeshift?
Well,
Has he done that?
you're at a table.
Yeah, I've done that. Yes.
Yeah, he has.
Wait, so we're at a table, or we're
Yeah.
at the bar? Or are we at the table that's secluded? Where are we?
No, we're just at a table, I think.
You were at a. Yeah, you're at a table that is. I mean, it's in the tavern. It's tucked away. I'm assuming that you guys are speaking in just kind of like regular hush tones because y'all have exposed some like pretty heavy shit.
Yeah.
And so you're in a place where no one's gonna see you guys like so if somebody's looking at your table, they could obviously see you and they can see what you're doing, but they're not really gonna hear you over like the din of just the regular noise. So long as you're not yelling.
All right,
which
Jonathan.
you did.
Jonathan. All right. Volceris is gonna walk up to the bar and be like, "Can I get some discreet carriers?" And like kind of just talking about like, can I get some like almost like little flasks or like little things that carry some liquor in? Like, can I get a few of those?
Sure. She pushes a handful of small flasks over to you.
Do I
Or
need
small,
to
like, shot glasses.
Do I need to pay for them, or not shot glasses? I'm thinking like
Not
more like flasks,
cost.
or like something that we can like take with us and be discreet with them and like
Growlers.
drink while we are out and about.
She says she just hands you
You have like a canteen,
old skin flask and
yeah.
says,
Okay, so like a skin flask, yeah. And I'll take that and be
"Just
like,
a few small skin flasks,"
And
and
like-
says, "Just
I was
bring
like-
them back."
Yeah, I'll be like, can you just fill these up with your finest ale, and we'll I'll like throw it on my tab, and we'll be on our way.
As Volceris is doing that, I'm gonna lean over to Morin and be like, I mean, it's obvious he's not telling us something, right?
Like, I don't know about his motivations. He might be a simple guy, but he's also an old guy. I don't know.
That's what concerns me. He's an old guy. He's seen a lot of shit, and I get why one could be upset about this whole death eradication thing. But like,
And Volceris doesn't know any of this, right? We're talking, right?
No.
You can't know this.
I'm like over, yeah. I'm like buying drinks, like, hey, what's up, Phil? You are like saying this in the background. I have no idea.
Yeah,
Look, I just want to know I can trust him.
yeah, same. All right. Well,
I
he
think he's
just
concerned with trust, but I just want to, everybody's got something. I want to see if everybody's got something personal to share. Everybody got something private to share. I need to hear that, I need to hear something.
cool.
Cool. Okay.
Maybe he just wants some privacy. Let's take a walk.
Yeah. Let's take a walk.
All right. So, do I get the flasks filled with ale, Jonathan?
Yeah.
Okay. So I get the flasks.
I'll take care of deducting 6 silver. Y'all can go ahead.
Oh, okay. I would like to, because I have 6 silver. I'll just deduct it. One sec. But I want to take us. I want to take us out to the wilderness and be like, let's take a walk. I'm gonna like hand them their flasks, and I will like take them out to the wilderness.
When you say to the wilderness,
I'm thinking like the outskirts of town, just like we find some woods and we just like I'm like let me just like let's take a walk, and I'll like want to take you down some trails and stuff in the woods.
I'll have you guys head out to the kind of the outskirts of the lumber yard where it meets where the lumber yard meets the forest.
So
go ahead, Oriana.
Where are we at on roll 20 at this point? Are we close to Drawlig's foot, or are we like? Where are we?
I think we're still in Brookmire.
So you are currently solidly in. You're solidly in Brookmire, where those
Still in
characters
Brookmire?
are.
Okay.
Like where your character models are.
Okay, so we go to the woods right there.
It is 10:30, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw that.
Whatever y'all want to do, y'all won the roll, so y'all won the rolls.
Nick, did you
probably?
Nick, did you have something specific that you wanted to like divulge right now, or did you have a specific thing you were wanting to do right here?
Well, I was gonna improvise something, but I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, whatever y'all want to do.
If we're gonna be doing some kind of back and forth to try and extract some info kind of stuff, maybe we save that just because there's no, if there's a specific thing, maybe we go for 5-10 more minutes. But
yeah. Okay. So
we might as well just pause here.
We could end it where I'm I've given y'all's individual flasks full of ale, and we're all taking a walk. We've all been drinking a little bit. Y'all have been poking and prodding at me, so we're gonna take a walk to the woods, to the outskirts of town. And while we're drinking, we're just, so that's where we'll start the next one if Jonathan's okay with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Cool.
Okay, cool.
That'll give me some time to
to
actually, because I was just gonna
here.
improvise something, but that'll give me some time to actually think of really what I want to do with it. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Sure.
Let's start up there.
Cool.
Next time. Awesome. That was
Okay.
That was the best role play session, I think. That was entirely that.
That was really good, yeah.
That was the only session that has ever been pure role play for me, I think.
So like when
Which was a lot of
y'all
fun.
Really?
so let me ask y'all something. When y'all like individually went to y'all separate audio rooms with like Jonathan and stuff like that, did y'all role play?
Yeah,
Did you, Michael?
I did.
I did too.
I'd say 80-20. We had about 20% meta discussion.
I think
Yeah.
that's funny because, like, dude, I swear to God, like that first campaign that we had with Roger and stuff, we were all just using our own voices, you know, and like and all that. Because, like,
Jonathan.
well, yeah, Jonathan wasn't, yeah, but that was not his
It's what I
first.
like.
That was not his first time.
And Roger did every NPC in
Yeah. Roger
Oh, yeah.
did. Yeah, Roger did a really good job. But yeah, like as
Roger was
PCs,
killing it.
as PCs, it was like only Jonathan really making effort. And I mean, we made effort, but like we didn't do like voices and stuff. And so anyway,
Hard to know the norm your first time.
Yeah.
right?
That's
Like
where I
you
was at.
get kind of used to it, and
I'm still figuring it out.
but it's kind of funny that like it's only our second campaign, and we're like all doing like we all go to separate like chat rooms, and we're still doing like role play with like I
That's
love
the
that.
fun of it, though.
I know, I love
That's
it.
the fun of it.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
it. No, that means we're all into it, and I love that. So
And
yeah.
also, for this one, you know, I have the added benefit of having made the world specifically around y'all's characters, and so your characters have a lot more to kind of chat about. Whereas, you know, in a prefab campaign, you kind of have to really go out and attempt to role play if you're gonna role play. So like, it's a lot easier for it to happen naturally in a homebrew. But yeah, but I've been having a ton of fun. And I'm glad you guys had a
Same
ton
here.
of fun. And yeah. Um, let's see.
hey,
I liked everybody going into their backstories.
hold on, Jonathan. Can you send Michael his like specialized map because apparently he doesn't have it for his character.
Oh
Down to
yeah,
40%.
yeah, no problem. I'll bounce you yours.
I don't know why. I looked at my email. I couldn't find it.
I would have sent it like shoot a handful of months ago, but I'll
Yeah.
resend it. Yours is the
I found the other
MJB
email
something,
you
right?
sent me. I found the other email you sent me. I don't have that one. Oh, you know what? I'll search your name. Maybe it'll come down. All right, anyway, all right, y'all. I'm probably about to head out, but that was a ton of fun.
Yeah, it was fun, dude.
All right.
Oh, I found
Hey,
it. Lauren's
see you,
map.
Mike.
I found it. All right. All right.
Hey, tell Angela I say bye.
Quick note.
It's good to see her.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's
No,
up?
I don't want to like end this
Quick
if you're
note.
saying something.
Before. Yeah, I was just gonna say quick note before Michael leaves. Right now, I mean, like we got here kind of late and all that and yada yada. Oriana did see the little old lady in the armchair and all that, and kind of said, "All right, we're just gonna, we'll hold off on that." Somebody mark it down somewhere, please. Speak to her. She's not like
Who, the lady in the
mega
armchair?
important. She's not
Could-
armchair lady, yeah. She's not important as far as
Roger,
the
can
main
you-
plot goes, but
Yeah, I
she's
got
kind
it.
of a fun side quest with some good benefits.
Okay, cool.
Sweet. Thank you for letting us know because like I want to explore whatever you've come up with and like maybe we missed something, but I don't really want to miss something. So like, if you want to like just
Yeah,
kind of give it to
for
us. It's like, hey,
Give it
Oh, you're closing? Well, see you later.
yeah, it's like, it's like, we have a mine with like gold that's shimmering in the walls all the time, and like some crystals that are like ordained by the gods, but I don't know anything about it. And he's like, oh, big gulps, huh? And he's like, well, see you later. And he and he just dips out. He doesn't
To be
like
fair,
follow
to be
up.
fair, Michael, the mining guild wouldn't have gotten you much. It would have gotten you some basic information that you could have gotten from other shops.
Yeah. I thought you were just. That was the first one where I was like, I'm trying to follow the DM's lead. Like, if this is totally like the opposite of the wall is paved with gold and diamonds, it was like they're closing up shop, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna leave. So
You know, one of my favorite things that
You're like, listen, I want to be polite. I don't want
Yeah.
to take their time.
oh, you're closing. It's
Sorry,
8:50.
I
You
don't-
close at 9.
I don't mean to
Yeah,
bother.
you're
I'm
those
sorry.
people. Yeah.
All right, I'll see y'all later.
All right, bye, Mike.
Wait, hold on. I had
Hey,
something.
Michael, good to see you.
Damn it. Shit.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Well, thank you, Jonathan.
We'll
for
just
a
take notes and
wonderful,
revisit.
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you for a wonderful session of role playing.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun.
Excellent. Yes, very much so.
Absolutely.
Hey, and Roger,
And
I just want to
thank
say,
you guys for the role play.
hold on, while y'all are here, I just want to say how cool it was that like each one of us got our individual time with one another. Every single one.
That was actually really cool, and I don't know if that was intentional, but
It wasn't,
Yeah.
I don't think, but it just happened. Like, because each one went to
That's
like
really cool.
each one went to a back room, and then like the other two had like something to talk about. And me and Ori
Yeah.
specifically, I'm recording this, so like we can always go back and watch it. But it's like we were talking about some shit. It was like on a deeper level. We like did a song together. Like we actually did a song. I think it was Styx. I'm sailing away or whatever.
It was.
It was it was our version of it, and it was Ori and Volceris, and then like we were talking about music and all this kind of stuff, and then when you and Michael finally came back, we were like, "Hurry, get in push-up position," and we like fell down to push-up position. Y'all have no idea what we were talking about, but we were like, we know that when they get back, they're gonna want us to be doing a push-up contest, so we like fell into push-up contest. But like, dude, there's some like rich, kind of like interesting stories that we're all kind of like playing off each other with that like you don't even know about because you're in a private room with somebody else. So it's kind of cool. I'm loving it.
Yep.
Like, and every person got time like that with somebody else. It was a good. I don't know if you planned that. I doubt you did, honestly, but it was very well done.
Worked out really well.
What do you say, Jonathan? Be honest with this.
It
Did you plan that, or did that just happen?
No.
Yeah, I knew it.
I was just gonna talk to you guys one by one in the back room, and then just be like, "All right, y'all just get to hear what's going on."
Dude, I told you I knew it. Yeah. And you changed it up. We didn't hear what was going on, and we just got
Nick, just wait until you DM a session, and it's like you'll fucking prep for days.
You're playing like a god.
But then it's like your characters do something completely different than what you have planned, and you're like, okay,
shit.
I'm running with it.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Speaking of something
Omar.
unplanned, zone of truth.
Yeah, that's what I love is like, and I even notated it in our document, and I kind of want to add Jonathan in this document because it's like it's pretty fucking funny, dude. I think you'd appreciate it, but because it's got
the end of the campaign, I'll be happy to review.
I just don't want to leave you out of all the inside jokes and stuff, but yeah, while we're doing that, what were we talking? Hold on, tell me one more second, because I'm like, what were we just talking about?
We were talking about Jonathan not planning our one-on-one interactions.
Yeah.
And it went really well. And I enjoyed the one-on-one interactions with you as well, Jonathan. That was really cool.
Yeah.
So this was overall a fantastic session.
Okay, so in this document, we even like said next to Omar, which is like an NPC under our NPC header or whatever you call it.
Mm-hmm.
It was like one of them is like, and I revel in the fact that Jonathan did not expect Omar to be such a central character, and like you had to play as Omar and like use that stupid voice, and it's so funny, and like she's got such a rich she's like so
so good.
She gets so salty. It's so funny. So I love that character, and I want to add her to our band as a percussionist. You got to hear
after the campaign's over. Nick, Volceris is definitely starting a band.
Yeah, you got to hear our stuff, Omar. Yeah. You got to hear the stuff. Come on, let's start a band. Come on. Yeah.
Well, on that note, I am going to drop. It has been a fantastic evening, yo.
All right, dude. Hey, I'm
Have
probably
a good night, man. I'm taking off as well.
Cool. Hey, Roger and Jonathan, if y'all are both leaving, I'm recording, so I'm probably gonna go ahead and end the recording here, and then post it, and then make it unlisted, just like the last one, and send it to y'all on our Discord, and y'all can watch it if y'all want to. So
Cool. Sounds good.
cool.
Do you want to talk about fucking Lacey
great.
Myers one more time, or?
No, let's avoid that one altogether. I don't feel like editing video. So,
All right. All right, guys.
Good night.
Well, y'all have a good night. Sleep well, and
Night,
thank you
guys.
guys for playing. I had a awesome time with y'all.
great. I'm so glad. Thank you so much, Jonathan, for dude, because I appreciate DMs. Like it's got to be such a crazy job, and I mean a rewarding job, but it's crazy. Like you have to keep up with so much.
Yep,
So I appreciate
it
it.
is wild, but
Yeah.
you're welcome, man, and thank you for playing. I'm having a great time.
Good.
But I will see you guys later, and I gotta float out there for Roger to see if Wednesdays work in the future, because that
Yeah.
might be better to start off a little bit earlier so we can. Yeah,
That'd be nice.
All right, man. Have a good night.
Okay. I'll post you. I'll send you this link whenever I like post it to YouTube or whatever. Sound good?
Awesome. All right, man. Have a good night. Sleep well.
All right, you too. Later, dude.